Number one on the continent against number one in our hearts. The AFCON has really heated up and a place in the quarterfinals beckons. It's Atlas Lions against boys, but if there's something that South Africans know how to handle, it's Lions.
Yuri's Percy Tau, threatening ball into the area, the keeper spills it into the net! What a start that is!
Bafana, a nation is behind you. Morocco, you can brag about your World Cup semi-final. You're going to have to be happy with a round of 16 this time. Onside ZA, brought to you by Betway. Get way more. Welcome to Onside ZA, brought to you by Betway, where you get way more. This is a watch-along for the biggest game of AFCON so far, for South Africans at least. It is South Africa, Bafana against Morocco in the round of 16. The Atlas Lions versus the Bafana. Joining me in studio today, none other than Mr. Len Moleko.
Yeah, what up? It's another long one, eh?
Yeah, it's a long one. We're with you ballers for a long time today. Also with us is Tsepi Worldwide. Hello, darling.
Darling.
And everybody's favorite Super Sub.
Danke.
So a lot of games on. We're just on the Premier League preview, as there is Premier League action tonight as well. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. Fulham hosting Everton at Craven Cottage. Luton Town at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton favourites for that game, but Luton very good at home. And then I missed the other two fixtures.
It's Aston Villa and Newcastle.
Oh, Aston Villa at home
yeah.
to Newcastle. That's a big one.
Yeah.
People still watch the Premier League.
Hey, with AFCON, we've stopped caring.
But
it's-
I sort of like stopped in a way. Like I don't have the edge to.
How can you tell none of us are Liverpool fans? If you're not a Liverpool
We're not
fan,
in our feelings.
if you're a Liverpool fan, you still care because they're doing very well.
Yeah.
So on to a little preview for Bafana versus Morocco.
Yo, so much hate already.
Oh, lolo, we're in the comments. Let's hear some there.
Unefela is saying South Africa is going out tonight. Like, we haven't even had our, is it dinner or breakfast? Well, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah.
You could be having dinner, you could be having breakfast. We haven't even started.
Have you brushed your teeth?
We've just
Sean,
opened our eyes.
if you're
basically.
asking if we'll be
Like-
broadcasting the actual game, no, we will not. We're not able to show the game. This is a watch along.
That's
so,
a famous question, eh?
Yeah, I get it. People want to watch the game, but you can see it on SABC or Supersport, and leave us on your iPad or your laptop or something next to you, talking to you throughout the game, giving you expert analysis from
Love that.
from Len Moleko.
The pressure's getting worse and worse.
But Len Moleko, the Godfather, I see as one of the comments, absolutely. And it's a new Len Moleko for 2024, because remember 2023, the joke was, Len, don't predict a fixture because you'll get it wrong.
Oh, so that joke is not a thing anymore?
No, he's been he's Magic Man.
These
Magic
things-
Man in 2024. Everything he says, bang, 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 bang.
It's the hat.
Every day I log on to Twitter, someone's reposting a clip of Len saying something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And there it is. It happened.
know-
It's the hat.
The octopus.
Nostradamus.
You know?
Remember that octopus as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
Oh,
there's
that one that
cats
used to do-
now,
yeah,
and
yeah.
there's it's cats and what? There's all these animals.
for what?
We must actually get like an on-site ZA get way more with Betway, like an animal nyana that predicts, these results
Just
for
gonna
us.
feed it.
Dog nyana or goldfish nyana.
a goat.
No, that's why I'm here.
Len Moleko, Bafana
I kid.
against Morocco. Tough fixture.
Yo. Yeah, it is. But there's solace that I take with regards to that. No, man, it's still early. We'll get to Bafana. We'll get to Bafana, right?
Okay, Uncle Len Moleko,
Still
thanks
early.
for that.
It's still early.
So, do you want to talk about the Arsenal game?
No. Like, kana ba ibitsang, house, what?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, yes, housekeeping.
Oh, you want to talk about Compel?
Is so much is happening in South African football. Were you surprised by Thembinkosi Lorch going to Pirates?
Yeah, I was actually surprised, I mean, he's our star player, but it has happened before. We lost your gift, Leremis, to Sundowns. May his soul rest in peace. Tigo Mudise,
Who was the last player to move
Even
from
Mokoena
Pirates?
left.
Cheese boy Mukwena.
Cheese boy left,
No,
yeah.
no, the last player to move from Pirates to Sundowns. Do you know who it is?
Yeah, Gift Mutupa.
Okay.
What answer were you looking for, friend?
No, it's fine. It's okay. He answered me.
Yeah,
He's
so-
just disappointed that he
Yes.
couldn't give the
No,
information.
no. I'm just disappointed that he actually knows.
Oh, was,
Yeah,
it,
that's
was,
what-
was it a trick
He's
question?
an Orlando Pirates supporter.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
was the-
Today he's a Bafana
Yeah.
supporter. But we'll get there later.
We're all
Yeah,
Bafana supporters today. And speaking of being a Bafana supporter, if you place any bet on Bafana versus Morocco's game today, you'll stand a chance to be one of 50 winners to win 25,000 Rand cash.
Cash.
With Betway. Only with Betway where you get way more. So place your bets. I've placed my bet.
Have you?
Yes, but we're not doing predictions yet, so I don't want to
Yo.
tell you my bet.
Yeah, don't
what
jinx it
was.
either.
What it was.
And see, you'll have money for Valentine's. See?
Yeah, no, I could really do with that 25.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, guys, and I'm talking to the ballers as well. My birthday's on the 13th of February, okay? No pressure.
No,
Is
we've
it-
got Valentine's.
Why are
on
you
the
telling
14th.
ballers? They're
Is it
going to
not
go
on the
crazy.
Tuesday we're recording?
Eh?
It's
You guys are
okay.
losing focus. We are here to talk football. Valentine's in Ghana, Pila. Leave Valentine's in Valentine's. We are here to talk football. Lodge, you said you were surprised. Yes, no, maybe, perhaps.
I think Launch has been resentful for a while that Orlando Pirates, I forget which season it was, when he got an opportunity to go overseas, when he was still flying high. I think that's when he got...
He's not now?
No, like he was at his peak, at his base at that time, because also Orlando Pirates was doing well, and he was not allowed to travel overseas. I mean, that's exactly what happens with most players, right?
Wow,
And he was kept here, and I think his best bet right now, considering also his age, is to go to a team that is going to at least make sure that he is financially stable. So he's trying to cash out, basically. It's like a player in the Premier League, you know, towards the end of their career, going to Saudi and just cashing out. And I think that's exactly what's going to be happening, or what his mindset might be. I'm going to Sundowns. And also, hopefully then he also does get, you know, some good playing time, because he is an excellent player at the end of the day.
So are
But
you
more than
saying-
anything, I think he was resentful. And
Are you saying he moved for money, not for football?
I think he moved for money, yes.
Could be both, you know, because I mean, he hasn't won the
I mean,
Premier
what
League.
is it that he's missing
yeah.
at Orlando Pirates that he's going to get in Mamelodi
title.
Sundowns?
He hasn't won a
realistically?
title with Pirates.
Come here. The trophies are
So,
here.
yeah.
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 That's
But
like,
I mean, there's glory,
it's like saying
and
a
then there's
player's
also
going
like,
for money to go to Manchester
Yeah,
City.
look, I mean, I saw an
Man,
article that, I mean, I think his salary was like sort of like doubled, you know, something ridiculous like that. And he's going to get like a decent signing on fee. So look, money is always a factor. Let's
Of
not
course.
push around, you
Yeah.
know. And football reasons could be a cherry on top in this regard, I think.
And he's going to stay closer.
Primarily, I think he moved for money.
And he's
Yeah,
going to
of
stay
course.
closer to work. Well, he now stays closer
and I mean,
to work.
remember, it's
I wouldn't
amid
know where he
also the
stays.
No, I do.
suspension that happened in December. So there might have also been a couple of things that were said in the background that we are obviously not going to be privy to. But I think things were a bit off back there.
But I get what you were saying about having resent to a club when they don't allow you to travel overseas. Len, you had a deep discussion with one Cheeseboy Mokoena about
Yeah.
this on the podcast here.
Well, he was overseas. He was just not allowed to go to
Benfica.
Benfica amongst other clubs.
Yeah.
Like he said, and he was offloaded without certain parties knowing that, like, yo, he's leaving, and it happens. But with Lodge,
It happens too often in South Africa.
30 or 31, I think.
It's 31. Good 4 years at Mamelodi Sundowns.
How long is this contract?
I'm not too sure.
Actually,
about
I'm
that.
not too sure. I didn't.
Did they disclose?
Well, if
But they normally disclose the term and not how much they're going to be
they
paying,
paid a
right?
fee, so there's no
Yeah.
way he's going to be on a 1-year deal or anything like that. It should be at least
Well, let's please let us know.
2.5,
Yeah.
3-year deal. Three and a half, two
so
and a
do you
half year
see what
deal.
I mean? Like, because he literally probably has a season or a season and a half.
But
so,
is he a good addition to the? And also, again,
Is he gonna bench? Is he gonna bench Maseko?
That's why I'm asking Hori. I'm hoping he's going to get enough playing time there. Also, there's
Well,
also
no,
that.
playing time when you move to Mamelodi Sundowns is not
Because
guaranteed.
Escaval, they
That's what
also
I'm
just
saying.
bought that Argentinian boy,
Yep.
and they also bought
I have a
Tariq.
list.
Is it Tashriq Matthews?
Tashreeq Matthews,
Yes.
the boy from overseas. Well, he's South African but played plied his trade overseas.
Was it Denmark or was it?
I'll tell you now.
I think it's Denmark or Sweden or Norway. One of those three.
Swedish side, IR Sirius.
Yes.
And he scored 10 goals in 30 outings. So the boy is doing things.
So he scores a goal every 3 games.
Yeah, on average, yeah.
Okay, there's a question here in the chat. Who replaces Lorch at the Bucks? Super sub. I see here a couple comments. Mofokeng, Saleng.
We've got a lot of players in that position. I mean, it's one position that I don't think we are staffed, you know.
Okay.
Because he was out for a while and the team, yes, they were not winning left, right, and center, but like the team was still able to function without him.
Yeah, we're not staffed in that position. I mean, Vincent Pule is still there. He can play.
Okay.
You know.
Machonisa.
Netta Cypher says Sundowns is saturated already. Lorch will be a bench warmer. Sundowns are eliminating competition.
I don't think with Lodge it's Sundowns eliminating competition. Look, I'm not sitting here as a Sundowns fan. I don't support Sundowns or Pirates or Chiefs or Cape Town.
Hey,
City
if there's a
or
man in
whoever.
South African football who supports everyone in South
all he's
African
saying is
football
for
is
the
Len
birds,
Moleko.
It's me. I love everybody equally. All animals are equal to me.
Animals. Like, bro.
Yeah, look, I just let them fly away.
Catch.
What did I want to say?
Lodge.
No, I think with
Sundowns is not killing competition.
yes, I don't think they're killing competition, and I'll tell you why. Because if you look at the fronts that they are competing at, it's the league, it's the Nedbank Cup,
They're just
it's
trying
the
to make sure
Carling
that
Cup,
they both
it's
are-
the Africa Football League. It's there are so many cup competitions that they play.
Nedbank
in.
is also coming.
There's Nedbank as well.
Yep.
So I think it's just Coach Rulani Mukwena just making sure that he's got enough personnel
Yep.
that he can spread around and know that these are people that are more than capable to go out there and eliminate the competition.
Yes,
but
but let me
also, I mean,
also
you
tell
can't
you. Yes.
I was saying you can't eliminate competition by signing one player.
Well, he signed 3.
I mean,
I
no,
mean,
not
from-
he signed
but-
more actually, guys. I have
I'm
a
saying
list
from
here.
Orlando
but
Pirates.
Yes,
You
yes,
can't
yes.
eliminate Orlando Pirates by signing one player from them.
I agree.
Yeah,
And
true.
the one thing that I appreciate about Mamelodi Sundowns is that they go for the best. You know, they don't just go for, every other player because they were not able to get what they wanted. They go for, the top players, the creme de la creme, if I may.
Yeah.
So just give you a list, guys. Tapelo Maseko from SuperSport United, obviously we know about him. And Junior Mendrieta from Stellenbosch is joining Sundowns as well.
Isn't he going back to Stellenbosch? I read something along those lines.
Is it?
Is he?
Yeah, Mara, it
As
says here.
on loan.
On loan, they're loaning him back to where he
Is
used
it?
to
He's
be.
going back? Okay.
And then he
It
won't
says-
play against them.
Standard practice for January signing.
Lisiba Nku, Marumo Galans, Lucas Ribeira Costa. So I think this list is people coming in and getting loaned out and also then staying. Ne? Mabusi Obas from TS Galaxy, Zugo Mdunyelwa from Chiba, Matthias Esquivel, that's the new guy. Yes.
From Argentina,
Yes,
yes.
the new guy, yes, from South America. And then Tashreeq Matthews. And then obviously Lodge. But obviously the guys we are going to be looking forward to seeing is going to be Tashreeq, obviously, Temingosi, as well as this Matthias gentleman.
And the window closes tonight, eh?
No, it closed on Friday.
Last week,
Oh, it closed
the
on Friday.
26th,
They
yeah.
closed it early.
So it's the English Premier League's window closes.
Yes. But there's no excitement that's happening with like...
January's quiet. Eh?
January is usually
all.
like this, you know.
I don't
There's
know.
no money.
I don't know. There's been 3 or 4
January.
seasons where
January
January's
was
been
flat.
No, I think there's been 3 or 4 seasons where Januaries have been big. The biggest January I still remember was when Fernando Torres went from Liverpool to Chelsea.
No,
long
it's
ago
when
was that?
Mesut Ozil went from Real Madrid to Arsenal.
It was whenever who was the Nigerian player for West Bromwich Albion?
Who wanted to... Who forced the move. What's his name?
Everywhere. Remember him?
What's his name? I
That was
forgot
the
his name.
craziest deadline day I've ever seen.
He literally forced the move. He was
But they didn't sell it. He went to Queen's Park Rangers.
yes. I
And
just
he
forgot
was
his name.
there. He was there to do his medical, everything. And and the club was like, "What you mean? You're not going anywhere? Why are you there?" It was a big thing.
You like things.
Oh, lo,
We never said you were going anywhere.
By
But
the
like,
way, some of the teams in the DStv Premiership that have been making serious moves, I would say, would be Cape Town Spurs. They have been going crazy in the transfer market. Golden Arrows as well as TS Galaxy. There's a lot of movement happening there.
Who have Cape Town Spurs signed?
Okay, so Cape Town Spurs, I have a list here. Keegan Bafana from Amazulu.
Oh, he was with Chiefs, eh? Buchanan. yeah.
Buchanan, yes.
Buchanan, yeah, Bachaman. Lovoyo Pewa. Sianda Msani, both from Mamelodi Sundowns. Boitumelo Rodiopane from Orlando Pirates.
Yeah,
Riaz
he
Neal.
was on loan too. He was a cheap on loan, eh? Radiopan is not coming from Paris direct.
No,
Yes.
He's
Radiopan.
it's coming from loan. From
Wasn't he at Spurs
Was he?
on
Okay,
loan?
check.
Because I know when they were still playing in the Motsepe National Championship Foundation, what?
Yeah.
He was loaned out
Yeah.
by
yo.
Pirates to Cape Town Spurs.
Okay, so Radiopane.
Odimwingi, that is the name.
Odemwingi.
Yes, thank you,
Victor
Le
Odemwingi.
Kagaba. Thank you very much.
Thank
yes,
you.
That's Victor Odemwingi, yes.
This is why this is why the ballers are so important for this show.
We are nothing without the ballers,
We're
guys.
running
Nothing.
this ship together.
Yeah.
They are there, like,
Yeah.
Rowing,
pedaling. Oh, rowing. There we
Rowing,
go.
there we
Yes.
go.
They are our runways there. Rowing there. Yeah.
Riaz Nel from Marumo Gallants. And then there's Sam Ramsbottom from Edinburgh. Okay. Neil Boshoff, Richards Bay. And then there's Tremaine Eastman from Burnley Academy. Bradley Balani from Mamelodi Sundowns. Mohamed Khuda, he's a free agent. Khadil Khamaji from Singida.
Where are all the Swallows players that were shown the door?
That's
Except for Keegan
think
Allen,
it's-
because he went to Supersport United.
Yeah, Keegan Allen was announced as a super sport player this morning.
Yes.
Okay.
Quality defender, though.
So
Yeah, no,
now
these are good.
the released list is announced today. So the retained lists and the released lists. So you have to register your players for the rest of the league by today.
For the Premier League or
Was
for
it not
DStv
last week
Premiership.
Friday
DStv
already?
Premiership?
No, but isn't it your list for released players is after the window closes? So you can't sign players from other clubs. But if there's free agents available,
Free
can
agents
sign
you can sign during the
any
season.
time.
Anytime, yes.
Anytime.
so maybe those players are waiting for the right
freedom.
club, the right offer to come in.
Or the clearance.
And also just the
'Cause
timing on its own
'cause-
was a bit strange.
Because I think there's still an ongoing battle between the club and the union, the foot.
Yes, I heard the Footballers Union coming out scathing last week. Also heard, who's the Pirates coach who won the CAF with them?
MacG.
Mike MacG saying that
Oh, he was upset.
somebody like Andile Jali, for instance, he was injured. That's why he was not able to show up.
Yeah.
So he doesn't understand why he was let go.
As well as
Was he part of the WhatsApp group that they discovered? If he was part of the WhatsApp group, that's why he was shown the door.
Do we have a WhatsApp group here that I don't know about? I just want to check.
we talk about you in your
I'm just
absence.
checking. I'm just checking.
Matodzi Bendami, you are spot on. It is Peter Odemwingi. I don't know where I got Victor from, but it's just the rhyming. That's what it is.
I mean, makes
Peter
sense.
Victor.
No, I get a Victor Osimhen, Nigerian.
There you go, Nigerian.
You know,
Hey.
yes, it's a
My
Nigerian.
mind is on Bafana, Morocco.
Yeah, it's
It should be. Your
It's
man
the
is
jollof,
waiting
but
to
Thank
be-
you. Thank you, Matodzi.
Yes, my darling.
Danko.
Yeah, but I mean, the other teams, Kaizer Chiefs has some activity also, and Orlando Pirates. I'm not sure if you guys want to hear what's happening there.
Chiefs, I know with Luke players.
Flares is a free agent, so it was easy for him to just jump. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
I saw something very funny today about Chiefs.
What? Tell me.
They said the league needs to kickstart again. Chiefs players are getting too. Chiefs fans are getting too excited. They need to go back to default.
Default settings.
guys, leave Chiefs alone.
That's the Pirates fan saying that. That's the thing.
And funny enough, so last week, was it last week? Yeah, I was at a back to school event in Soweto with Orlando Pirates and Vodacom. And funny enough, Lodge was there. And this was on the Wednesday.
Yeah, no, he was not
Friday,
yet.
he's there by Clorco taking a ball there. It's like, oh, Chief, so quickly.
Yeah, that's how.
Even,
that's-
is it
Like,
Evan
what did you
Gaal?
want him to do?
he was still a Pirates player by then. The deal has
What
not
did you want
gone
him to
through.
do?
No, man, he must
Should have been
let
at
go.
home.
Yeah, he must
No,
let go.
no. That, you must remember the transaction between Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns have been very clean over the years.
No, like with
Yeah.
Teko, there was controversy behind it, but it went very smoothly.
It's always smooth.
Yes.
There's a very clear.
But remember how
understanding
Cheese
between
Boy
the
told
two.
us that he had to go in a car and he was hit.
No, but I agree that was
backseat.
Jiggy Jiggy days, those ones.
Or did the Iron Duke say, "Hey, Patrice, I need some money. Who do you want to buy here?
So I hope you're watching.
But yeah,
I see Sundowns is definitely eliminating Morocco tonight, says Dave. And then Gofa Moreri says SA is losing.
no, but
Negativity.
Sundowns has always had a good one against Morocco.
With that,
And when you look at our stats, guys, does it not show that we've had 3 wins and they've had 3 wins against us and I think 2 draws? What are the stats saying?
I think we've won more.
We've won more.
We've won more than them?
Yeah, so we've had that
so we have
balance
their
of,
number.
but that balance has gone over a long period of time.
yeah.
But in saying that, in the last 7 games, Morocco have won 4, drawn 2, and lost 1. And that one game that they lost back in June 2023.
It was against us.
So do we automatically
There you
just
go.
move to Bafana Morocco? But anyway,
Clearly.
housekeeping.
Please.
Klopp leaving Liverpool. Surprised? Yes, no, maybe, perhaps.
I was shocked. Surprise is an understatement. I was shocked.
Shocked.
I mean, he's got everything going at that club. He has turned that club around, you know. Being the guy that delivered their first trophy in 30 years.
30 years. Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought he still have some few seasons in him. You
Doesn't
know,
it
it's
get
like waking up
monotonous?
and hearing that Pep is leaving.
I thought the
kinda
first
shocker.
post I saw, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
I thought it was a scam. I'm thinking, funny.
Yeah, no, same
know?
here.
From Fabrizio. And you thought it was a joke?
No, I didn't see the
Before
first
you
one
got-
from
before
Fabrizio.
I've gone to
We saw-
Fabrizio.
Before the Fabrizio one, I saw another one and I thought it was a joke.
Same here. I thought, no ways. I mean,
Yeah, and then I saw Fabrizio's one, and then I thought, don't do me again, like when I thought Sergio Ramos was going to play
in
Morocco.
Yeah.
Guys, my question is this. Doesn't it get monotonous? Does it not get less challenging? Being in the same space, doing the same thing, and also being at the top of your game. Don't you think that sometimes a person might want to challenge a change of scenery?
Maybe I might feel like that in June. I'm just going to come here and be like, guys, it's monotonous. I can't do this anymore. We're too much on top of our game. We've got Betway,
You can say that
Betway
now,
more. It's fine. I don't want to do this anymore. No, I think...
I don't think so. When
I
you're
think-
winning, you're winning. There's a lot that you can still achieve with Liverpool. If we are being frank, yes, he has done well, but I think there's still more that he can achieve with the club, you know.
So
Okay.
I thought 2 things immediately. Number one, I think people were talking about Man United, etc., and I thought, no, that's premature. That's not what's going
Did he
on.
not say he'll never move to another Premier League
So
team?
then I saw that interview afterwards where he said he'll never manage a different team in England ever. No matter if he's living on the street, what, he'll never, not for
they
love or
always
money.
say that.
But
Kiss the badge.
and I
never do.
didn't think that would happen anyway. He's looked after really well at Liverpool. He gets the signings that he wants, etc. Why would he go to a sinking ship like Man United without knowing what's coming there?
Watchalong, are you also? Can you swim?
So, yeah, I swim
you
fine.
swim?
I swim
Okay.
fine.
I think Klopp left because... This is my theory. I think he left because he's tired of playing a bride. Imagine all your friends get married and right now you are always there, just the bridesmaid, there catching the bouquets of the flowers, but you never get married.
There's clearly something wrong.
Are you
with
saying
me.
Jurgen Klopp,
Yes.
a bridesmaid?
Yes.
He's won as many titles as any other manager except Pep.
But that's what I'm saying. He's playing bridesmaid to Pep.
Just to Pep, but everyone's playing bridesmaid to Pep.
But
But
he's
the thing is,
tired.
I thought 2 things immediately. I thought number one,
So understudy
Germany-
syndrome?
Germany don't have a manager, and the European Championship now in June, July is in Germany. So Euro 2024 in Germany for a Germany side that's been underperforming and doesn't have a manager.
If you have Havertz, you think you're going to win games. Come on. But anyway, I
So
digress.
I think so. I
Is it
thought
really
that
worth
right
it?
away. I thought that right away. But he says that he won't be managing any national sides or club sides. He wants a break. He's just tired.
I get it.
So that was my first thought, was the Germany national job. The other thought that came into my mind is that there's a certain ex-Spaniard who played for Liverpool, who played for Real Madrid, who played for Bayern Munich, who's doing wonderful things over at Bayer Leverkusen.
I think...
I think that maybe Liverpool was like, if we don't take this man now as a manager, he's going to be at Real Madrid.
I think for Xabi Alonso moving to...
Danko.
may I have coffee there,
Yes,
Tepi?
my darling.
Thank you.
May.
Do
Do you want it
You
with
can't tell the difference.
skim milk? Okay.
Yes. Skim Sam. I think Xabi Alonso going to the Premier League, no, I don't think it's the right time. He's going to tarnish whatever it is that he's trying to build for himself, where he is at now at Bayer Leverkusen. The Premier League is a different beast. I don't think you need to be a manager of a certain stature to just go there and just like set it alight. There's not a lot of peps in this world.
Jose Mourinho? He came from Porto. Okay, he won the Champions League.
But
with
that was
Porto.
then. We can argue Arsene Wenger also came from Monaco and he was in Japan
At
for
the
years,
time, yeah.
years.
But Xabi Alonso, he's done a terrific job, and they were already talking about him last season. And I can't see Liverpool not going for him.
Yeah, no, I think it's a bit early.
Too soon.
I agree with Lens. Too soon. I mean, we're gonna see him coming in. But look, anything
So
can
then
happen.
who's
But I
Steven
think
Gerrard?
it's
I
just too
see
soon.
Steven Gerrard here in the comments. Hey, that would be a mistake.
Ask Frank Lampard what happens in the
Yeah,
Premier League.
Yeah.
So may I ask, gentlemen?
No, it's gonna slip.
Speaking about Jurgen, well, obviously leaving Liverpool, but the story is that potentially some players who have less than a year and a half remaining in their contracts, and you're talking about, the backbone really of Liverpool, might also want to leave.
I heard something about Virgil
the story
van
is that
Dijk.
Van Dijk, yes, and Alexander McArnold, as well as
McAllister. No, Alexander
McArnold.
Trent.
Trent
Yes,
Alexander-Arnold.
Trent, yes, McArnold, as well as Salah.
This is a good one. Marcelo Bielsa is still jobless.
Oh, he
Marcelo.
didn't set the league alight with
Leeds.
With Leeds.
With Leeds.
It's Leeds.
It's
Leeds.
Yeah, it's not
Liverpool.
Where's Lucas Radebe in that Leeds side, please?
Wait, no, Mark.
Calvin Phillips already had left.
Oh,
Who's also at a new club, which we can talk about a little bit as well.
what did who's the old man who won the league with
Dilly
with
Dilly.
Leicester City with
Dilly Dilly.
Yes.
Claudio Ranieri.
Yeah.
Claudio Ranieri, right?
Yeah.
It was Leicester City, but he managed to.
Yeah, but
Those happens once in a blue moon.
And this year is not a blue moon year.
listen, that Leeds side did not have Riyad Mahrez, did not have Jamie Vardy,
He didn't have Morgan at the back marshalling everyone.
And Kante.
and
N'Golo
N'Golo Kante,
Kante.
who won the World Cup with France and made that Chelsea side better for a bit.
Until they went to the pits.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea's now in line for a revolution. They can take Liverpool's spot there in second or first or whatever.
Yeah, no, but Liverpool.
But that's next season though. But also with managerial move arounds and people moving. We were speaking about A Chabi. Now we're talking about A Xavi. Also is like peace to the street. Is coaching that much of a difficult job? I've never
not
been a
the
coach.
coaching. I think it's not the coaching.
It's the
It's the
pressure that comes with
circumstances. Precisely. It's what comes with the coaching.
Is it
It's
us?
like dating a beautiful woman, but what comes with it is also a lot.
The other thing
No,
I
I know I
wonder
can
is,
handle that.
The reference
is
with
the
women in this show. Hey,
is the size.
Who made one?
she just made one now.
Yeah, but you normally do.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, it's always
You and
about
the
a
cheating
cheating wife.
girlfriend.
A cheating wife and a cheating
Exactly.
girlfriend is Len Moleko's
Exactly.
favorite phrase. The ballers will back us up on that.
Batung.
Arsenal in a 4-3-3 against Nottingham Forest with Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli and Saka leading the line ahead of Odegaard, Rice, Smith Rowe,
start.
Ben
I'm
White,
impressed.
Saliba, Gabriel and Zinchenko. I think Smith Rowe to start is an interesting one. I kind of like that. I think that he does the Havertz job just as well as Havertz, if not better.
So wait, okay, cool. We see Arsenal. Yay, they're playing. It's fine. They don't excite me today. I'll see them. Is it FA Cup this weekend?
You've put all your energy elsewhere.
I think we do have FA Cup this weekend.
Is it? Okay,
I'll
well,
check
yeah,
for you.
whatever.
The league,
but
the
I,
league it's back this weekend.
even this weekend, I'm watching
You're
other things.
disinterested.
FA
Yes.
Cup is what just went past. So it's league
Let me
football
see.
tonight, and this weekend will also be Premier League football, from what
Okay.
I understand, because FA Cup just passed.
So what I wanted to say,
Premier League football this weekend.
Yeah.
what I wanted to say, because I'm looking at a comment from Rasby on the comments. He's saying that man management is not easy. Granted, I get it, but how did the likes of, or were they the dying breed?
Sir Alex.
Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Kimang, Crystal Palace,
Hodgson, Roy.
Roy Hodgson. They've been at it.
It
Yeah.
takes a different type of person. It takes a person who is tenacious, a person who's able to have everything happen wrong with them, and it affects them as water off a duck's back. And the story about Shafi is that he was really starting to invest too much in what the media is saying, all these polls.
So emotional.
And unfortunately, it was affecting himself as well as his family, and that's why he had to make
Grow a
that
pair,
decision.
Shavi.
I wonder if it's a thing of the dying breed of managers, or if it's modern football.
It's modern
I
football.
think it's modern football. It's clubs have no time for there needs to be someone who's going to take the blame for
fall guy.
failings.
Oh,
And-
guys, we forgot. Sorry, Marco, to cut you off. We forgot to mention at the top of the show that ballers can now follow us on our different social
yes.
media
Of
platforms.
Hey, Moleko, you are sharp today.
Sharper than a knife.
Hey,
Bigger.
that's why I said 2024 Magic Man, Len Moleko.
I'm sharper than a calculator.
Follow us on all our news socials, Onside ZA, where we'll be posting daily random football comments, stuff from the show, stuff from the network. Lots to follow there. So it's going to be your daily football socials on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on Facebook?
Yes, we are.
Facebook
Twitter,
and
TikTok,
TikTok.
TikTok, yes. Oh, and if you've got questions or things that you want us to discuss on the show, please hoy in there. Rock and roll. We are ready to rock and roll with you.
At Onside ZA.
Yes, across
Everywhere.
all platforms.
Yeah,
Yes,
bo.
everywhere. So yes, and the other story that I read about another reason why Xavi could have wanted to leave is because there was a gentleman by the name of Cruyff, I forget his first name, but I believe he was responsible for he was the head of talent. I'll find his actual position, but he was quite close to him, and he was basically the person who was responsible, when it comes to signings. And because of their close relationship, at least he had a person who was on his side as to who to get and etc. And what happened is that once his friend, his confidant, left, then he was replaced by a gentleman, Deco. In fact, he played with Deco at some point. And Depo stepped in, and now he became the main person. Oh, sporting director.
Sporting director, yeah.
So
Deco
the
is
friend
the-
Deco is
sporting
Brazilian
director.
or Portuguese?
It's Portuguese.
Born in Brazil, but played for Portuguese
Portugal,
national
yes.
There we
side.
go.
Yeah.
His Spanish
So-
friend.
What a baller. He was a baller.
Yeah, so
Listen,
sporting
but
director.
him and Benny were forced to be reckoned with in that Porto side. Let me
Him
tell
and
you.
who?
Benny
McCarthy.
Yeah, let's move the hair. Let's see.
We don't see.
Hey, Benny.
Anyway, so his friend left, and then
Mac.
Deco came in, and it seems as though they were okay. But after the departure of Ukraif, then Deco took in, and after that, did not really have too many people in his corner, and did not have the opportunity to make the decision that he wanted to. So Deco and Laporte now were the ones who were running the show. So he kept on losing his power more and more.
Laporte he's been a cancer at Barcelona for the longest time. Him and what's his face at Real Madrid?
Oh, Vicente. No.
The president.
The president of Real Madrid. The ballers will tell us
Perez.
Florentino Perez. There we
Perez.
go. Yes, they literally running somewhat of a sweatshop, but with Perez at least there is some evidence of
now.
success.
Results. Yeah, and
results.
he's been so.
But it
Perez
seems
is
Laporte-
the thing is with Real Madrid. Real Madrid is, and hey, don't take me out of context. Put me on Twitter now or whatever.
Friend, it's okay.
Communism works in football.
Okay.
This democracy thing of Barcelona hold elections for president, what is sounding like Safa.
It's a Safa
like I don't know
situation, yeah.
about those elections at Barcelona. I don't know. Perez is the dictator. He's in charge. This is my way, and it has been that way for long. He owns the club. He's a wealthy man, made all his money building nice big buildings in Madrid, bought Real Madrid.
Idi Amin vibes.
Yeah, and he's in charge. And look at the success
A
he's
dictator
had.
of note.
Well, look, I suppose under his dictatorship,
Please put it in inverted commas. like,
that's how,
If you have just joined us,
yay.
that's how Marco described it.
this is Onside ZA, not a political show.
Yes, if you want to hear those, yeah,
Yeah, no.
step
chill.
aside.
Come
But
Monday
like,
nights.
Success is there. We can't deny that. in the past 10 years, from a European perspective, Real Madrid are the most successful team in
They've
Europe.
taken everyone to the cleaners.
And with a very good financial model, in good financial standing all the time. Club is really well run club with the best facilities in the world, a good academy, and they don't even have a great academy like Barcelona's La Masia. So,
but it's interesting, Marco, because as much as we say Laporte might, be a dictator in inverted commas, and he might be a person that's running down the team. In fact, in this case, he was a person who had Xavi's best interest, and he had his back, and he was defending him. In fact, the executives are the ones that wanted him out, especially after they lost.
This is the problem with democracy. This is the problem.
Marco, this is not a political show.
Football politics only.
Yeah.
No,
It's not,
I understand. And I don't know, there's only one manager that can come fix Barcelona, but I don't think he's leaving Man City anytime soon.
Oh.
Leaving Arsenal.
Maybe he'll leave Man City when they go to League 2 after their 158
Yes, and
charges.
the story was that they were considering Klopp, but they don't want a person who cannot speak Spanish because it's going to be a bit of a conflict. Another reason, final three, by the way, of why he might have left Xavi. So in the changing room, there were also some challenges. The story is that Ukonde would tell Xavi that he didn't want to be played a certain position because he played as a right back, and then he was put to play as a right back, but he actually wanted to play his natural central defensive position. Araujo also was located then as right back, but he ended up complaining about this too. So some players within the squad were complaining about his positioning and etc.
Do you know what's exciting?
Tell me.
The Bafana 11 is out. Now we can stop.
Let's talk Bafana. Okay. Len, give us the 11.
Okay.
Do you want to start with Morocco's or Bafana's?
Who cares about Morocco?
I want to know whether Hakim
we don't
is
care.
there.
Friend, we've got people all over the
Ziyech.
world watching us, eh?
Eh?
We've got people all over
Got
the world
Moroccan
watching us.
bowlers, eh?
Okay, big ups to you if you are in Morocco and you're a baller today. Sorry.
Enjoy your round of 16.
The better lines are drawn. The better lines are drawn today.
This is not a democracy.
Yes, and we're going to tame them lions.
There we go.
It's funny how a lot of sorry before I'm interjecting in the land. It's funny how a lot of African teams, their nicknames, it's got lion in it. or
Yeah.
Lions
Some
are there.
animals.
There's
I
a
mean, we
Taranga
are-
lion, Indomitable,
Atlas lion, the elephant.
Then there's
It's
elephants.
big five.
animals.
Elephant.
Exactly.
Are they the rhinos? Can't we take the rhino?
But you know what the thing is? I
The
kind of like
Bafana
that because in
Bafana.
England it's all bees and swallows. We also have those.
But there's 3 lions.
But the swallows are flying north. It's not even winter yet. They're
yeah, that's
already
why a lot
flying.
of people spit
They've
them out.
been migrating.
So,
wow.
So the Bafana starting 11. Wait, what happened?
You know what happened? You did it.
Anyway, Bafana starting 11. Williams, goalkeeper, captain. Back, Mudiba, Mvala, Kekana, Mudau. So Kulu still
Out, yeah.
still on the bench.
Okay.
No surprise there.
Shame, man.
Sitole
But,
Mokwena, 6 and 8, I suppose.
No surprise
And
there.
then you've got another lion, Tau, Mahopa, Mshishi, Tembazwane, and Tapelo Morena.
It's the same lineup.
Same team that he played against Tunisia.
Nice to see Modao in the lineup. Big favorite of ours here. And there was a concern that his injury might
Him
not.
and Mvala, actually.
And Mvala was also
Yeah.
a concern. So nice to see both of them in the side. And that's that back five from Sundowns there of Modiba, Mvala, Kekana, Mudau, and Ronwen Williams is going to be very important today.
No, definitely.
No, for sure.
So I've got the Morocco lineup here.
Oh, lovely.
Bono in goal.
Okay.
Hakimi at right back.
Ish.
Saiss and Aguad in centre back.
Okay.
Mazrao at left back.
Okay.
Unahi, Amrabat, and Amala in midfield. And Ezalzuli, Enyesieri, and Adli in the front three there. One big omission from the side through injury.
It's one Ziyech,
Yeah, Hakim Ziyech.
along with Boufal also.
So two big absentees that the Moroccans are going to miss. to be fair, Bafana needs all the help they can get, but more so they need to play with a lot of spirit today and believe that they can.
No, we've got
Don't you
Sundowns.
sometimes
man.
wish
We've got
that...
Sundowns.
We've got Sundowns.
Yeah, but don't you sometimes wish that we had a secret weapon, you know?
We do.
Who?
Cabo yellow. See, like even wearing yellow.
Yeah, but I feel like we could have done
Yeah,
with
then
like
today,
a...
for us to win this game, honestly speaking, and I'm quite nervous about it, but I think for us to win this game, we have to have something special in the locker.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying,
We
bro.
need to bring our A game. You know, we need to make sure that we've got our best foot forward when we start, and also we need to stop this thing that I always complain about, Marco, us on our half, playing in our half and just giving possession cheaply in our own half. We need to be very, very clinical with our passes. Everything needs to be on point if we are to stand a chance against the African number one.
Just by the way, the Atlas Lions, yes, they're on Africa's number 1, FIFA ranking number 13th. And when it comes to CAF rankings, we are number 12 and FIFA world ranking 66.
Senegal is ranked number what?
We don't know.
They were number 2 in CAF.
Okay, what happened to them?
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm just saying.
They were playing against Cote d'Ivoire, who came out and showed that they needed that game more. And that's what I'm saying. That
I think Senegal
we
got
need-
too comfortable and they
But
were
also-
complacent.
But also
Does
remember,
it show that you can fire your manager in the middle of a tournament and then get success? Because
yes.
Yeah,
Ivory Coast were
yeah,
poor.
but sometimes I think, you know, sometimes going into a tournament and winning all your matches, it starts to feel like a well-oiled machine. You get, you know, a bit comfortable, probably maybe a bit arrogant, as opposed to a team who has probably lost one match. I think that ignites something in you.
Yeah, and also I was disappointed with Captain Diatta, his utterances about
The VAR.
the VAR, you know. I mean, I think he is being a sore loser. And if anything in that game,
Unsportsmanlike. man.
Sadio Mane was lucky to finish that game. We saw what happened. That tackle should have been a straight red, you know, and the referee
I agree.
obviously gave him a yellow. And for him to come out and say and taint such a picture in a AFCON that has been so excellent in terms of officiating, I think it's disappointing, and he should bury his head in Sam.
True.
And we mentioned this more than
in
once
the sense
so
of
far.
Dakar.
Yeah.
We've mentioned this more than once so far in the tournament, how good it has been from an officiating, VAR, how well it's been run, along with the quality of the football, has been excellent.
Yeah,
It
it's one
has.
thing to complain that maybe the decision didn't go
To your
according to your
favor.
wishes, but to say people are corrupt, I think that's pushing it, you know?
Yeah, that's really pushing it, especially for a penalty that, for me, is a stonewall penalty.
Yeah, no, it's
You know, there's a lot of ballers who are calling for a penalty shootout. I see Matozi Bendami saying the game is going to go to penalties and Bafana will win. MJ Ngope saying the game will go to penalties. Guys, and Tidong Goveni also saying the game will go to penalties. Guys, you can't be here until 1 o'clock, man.
no, definitely.
We can't be here until 1 o'clock.
De Carlo saying that Percy Tau must know how to pass. Aye, that is true.
Yeah,
Tau
that's
has been
true.
greedy this tournament.
Yeah,
But-
there have been instances where he needed to just look up and pass the ball, and people were complaining, which is something that we saw, that he doesn't find evidence mohopa, you know. And the moment they start finding each other, I think we're going to see a different Bafana up front.
Mahopa, no goals so far in the tournament.
But because they don't passing him.
Yeah,
Is Gift in on the comments today? Because I haven't heard you guys.
Oh no, Gift is within Pagati inside.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's-
no,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
He's the gift
No, I
that
was just
keeps
checking.
giving.
That's
No,
my G.
he's
That's
there.
my G. That's
He's
the
there.
captain of ballers. I super sub announce Gift Real G as the captain of ballers.
Okay, we'll give him the
Captain.
armband next time we see him. But like, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think I'm nervous. I'm literally like throwing it all in.
Yeah.
I think Bafana will win this game because there's a level of arrogance that Morocco has coming into this game. I was
Okay.
listening to their coach saying that, like, yo, listen, like, we lost. It was in June last year. A lot has changed since then. I think the confidence that they have following the semi-final finish at the World Cup also makes them feel like they are superior than a lot of teams. But what they do not take into account is the fact that that's Ivory Coast. The conditions are not the same as they were in Qatar. Because Qatar and Morocco are probably not that far from each other, right? Geographically.
But also, like, they have been playing in very, very heavy temperatures.
In Qatar?
In Qatar, they played in high temperatures. Morocco, they play in high, and the temperatures in Ivory Coast very
But
high.
I think Ivory Coast is what do you call it? Is it humidity?
Yeah.
Yes. The humidity in Ivory Coast actually makes Qatar look like it's paradise.
Yeah, and what I'm about to say, it might sound like maybe a silly stats, but all North African teams are out.
Not all. Morocco is still in the competition.
I'm going to go to a couple comments here.
Morocco is out after tonight, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you are projecting. I see you, Super Sub. I see you.
Vuyo Chimese says, does anyone know why Makopa is in the squad? And we've got another comment here from Tami Baloy saying this one needed Lepasa. Lepasa scored against Morocco at Soccer City FNB Stadium.
Yeah.
A good poacher's goal as well. Has Bafana had anyone like poaching and really getting into those positions for an easy finish so far in the tournament? We've
And
not
also-
really seen much of that, hey?
Yeah, we've are we creating enough chances for somebody like Lepasa
think
to just
We are, but the final ball is not going to the poacher. That's a thing.
But I also think Makopa has brought certain elements to the game with his physicality, his height, to just play the long ball. He's been able to hold up play quite nicely for his teammates
And
to
I
work
think-
around him. So he has brought other elements to the game, even though he hasn't scored.
Yeah, because obviously that's always going to be a debate because as a striker, you are judged by how many goals have you put behind the net, you know. But he brings other elements to the game, and I think that's why the coach always pick him. He holds play, like you're saying, you know. He draws defenders, you know, and all of that. So I think he brings that, and the coach, that's what he wants from him, you know.
Lepasa is also good at doing that.
Look, I mean, I guess the physicality of Mokopa.
May I ask a question? I'm
it
not sure if you
Mahopa
guys
or
have spoken
Mahopa?
about Dao
Mahopa.
yet.
Sorry?
Have you guys spoken about Dao yet?
Yes, only briefly.
Do you think
what
he's
do you want?
selfish sometimes?
Yeah.
Tembi Khatlan.
He's selfish. I don't want to.
It's a superstar thing.
Besides being a superstar thing, Len, also it's a natural instinct of a forward. You know, natural instinct of a forward, you're always looking to put the ball in the net. You know, but if you are in instances like this where you're playing in a tournament, it could be a fine line between you crossing the ball and then get your teammate to tap in and you just going for it and not convert, and then we don't get the results that we want.
But also looking at this AFCON, as beautiful as it has been, it's also an audition for I wanted to say something, but I'm not
Me
going to say
too.
it.
And it was going to be so wrong.
It's an audition for a lot of the players on some like, AC Milan, Napoli, Man
Especially if this helps
United.
push, if Bafana go on to win this tournament, it'll push them up the FIFA standings. The closer they get to that number 50, the better for South African players to go and play for clubs abroad. We discussed this before in terms of work permits and visas in European clubs.
Yes.
When you've got that top 50 validity to your club, to your national team in the FIFA rankings, and you've played a certain number of games for your national side, it will help South African players go overseas if the clubs let them.
Exactly. I was about to utter the same words.
Henda says, guys, Sundowns must play their tiki-taka. I agree. The thing is that we need to maybe be a bit cautious playing tiki-taka because Morocco will press, and we've been vulnerable to the press in this tournament so far. We see the conditions, actually, we've just been talking about. 75% rain coverage, 30 degrees Celsius, and a 20 kilometer per hour wind.
Yeah, no, tiki-taka could be very suicidal, judging by how we've been performing in the previous games, how we just gave
surrender
position in those places where we've got a team that is so good in pressing and also very clinical. We have to be very cautious in this game.
But you know, the father of the nation, he probably made a deal there with somebody.
My man.
It's just wishful thinking.
Lelo Machini says, what happens if we lose today, guys? Sorry, I'm new to soccer, supporting the boys, you know. Lelo,
lose-
this is now the knockout stages of a tournament. So if we
Nobody's-
lose this game, we
nobody's
are
going-
out of the tournament.
And nobody's going to the airport.
And we are going to be very sad in the studio. So what happens is if this game finishes level at the end of the 90 minutes time, there will be extra time allocated to allow for a winner. If after that 30 minutes of extra time, there's still no difference between the sides on the scoreline, it will go on to be decided by penalties. Whichever team finishes with the highest score after penalties, after 90 minutes, after
Starting
the
there,
120 minutes,
there.
they will go on to the quarterfinals of this tournament. And that is how it works. 10 minutes, yes, Tito. And good luck to Bafana. Thank you all for all of the comments in the chat.
But why are people nervous? Do we think Bafana is not going to beat Morocco?
I think we
That's
should be
why people are
confident that
nervous.
Bafana will beat Morocco. But I think it's. I had this discussion with Latas, the sound engineer here at the studio earlier today, and he was saying whenever he plays football, he likes that he's a bit nervous before a game because it shows the desire to win.
Yeah.
And I think that we should be nervous but optimistic. Do you know what I'm saying? A
was
little bit of
nervous.
nerves and caution because let's be honest, Morocco's the number one team
That's what I,
rankings wise.
that's what I was about to say.
True. I was nervous before walking in here.
We're not playing Namibia. You know, we're playing.
What are you saying
What
about
are you
Namibia,
mean? What,
Chief?
ballers in Namibia, please forgive Super Sam.
And we have a lot of
He
ballers
doesn't
in
know what
Namibia.
he's saying.
Forgive him, Namibia.
I know exactly what I'm saying. We're not playing
Just a bit of a
Namibia.
throwback, guys. So the last 5 meetings between Bafana as well as Morocco back in 1998. That was the AFCON quarterfinals. We got that far. We won 2-1 against Morocco. In the 2002, on the 30th of January, we won once again. We were in Group B, 3-1 against Morocco. 2002, on the 19th of September, it was an international friendly. We shared the spoils. It was a 0-0 draw. On the 4th of February, 2004, Morocco and Bafana once again in AFCON Group D. It was a stalemate once again. And the last meeting once again was in 2013. And it was a 2-2 between South Africa and Morocco in Group A. I'm talking all things AFCON right now.
No, AFCON, I think the last time we played them was in 2019 in the groups. And
That's
I
the
think they
qualifiers.
beat- No. 2019 in the group. So we were in the same group. So you know the AFCON where we beat Egypt 1-0 to go to the semi-final. I mean, so good to go to the quarterfinals thanks to the new Sundowns player, Tembinko Siloch. We were in the same group as Morocco, Ivory Coast,
Are you sure it's
and
not
Namibia.
2013? We were in Group A.
No,
No,
I'm talking about
2019.
2019.
In 2019.
We lost 1-0.
Did we lose 1-0 to them?
To Morocco, yes.
Okay, so that means my stats are not updated.
Well, and then looking at the AFCON qualifiers ahead of this tournament as well, we beat Morocco once and we lost to
Yes, we
Morocco
did.
once. Both fixtures were 2-1.
But one could argue that was, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Or I'm playing the evil lion from the Atlas. Funny enough, when I was walking to the studio for us to record this thing, as I was walking up the stairs, right, there's a bookstore. I'm not going to mention their name.
Come books.
We've
man, those
already
are
talking about
CUM
swallows
books.
and
It's exclusive, this one. Don't worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And literally, the first thing I saw on the window was a book. Whether it's an atlas or not, I don't know. But like literally, my mind saw that the book is written atlas.
Do they still sell those?
Well, they still
I think
should.
so. But let's let Len Moleko finish his point.
Anyway, no. I was just saying, like, my mind
Marco,
was.
you make it sound like we disturbed Len. Len was driving a point somewhere and he disturbed himself.
So what are you saying? It's a bad
CUM
omen
books.
that we saw Atlas.
No, I don't know. It's like, okay, cool.
Was the store open or was it closed?
It was closed.
So Atlas is already locked up behind closed doors. Don't worry about Atlas Lions
Okay,
today.
Thank you.
I see here, Mr. Tsosane, thank you for the update. Brighton is losing 2-0 at Luton.
Huh?
Oh, lolo.
I always say, hey, that Luton in that ground. Yes.
Yeah, it's a sketchy one, hey.
That's a very
And
sketchy
then
one.
I also see here, where did I see it? Another comment that I liked.
Still 0-0 against
find it.
Nottingham against Arsenal.
It's fine. I told you, I don't care about the Premier League until Valentine's Day.
Okay, and then also a lot of comments asking if we're going to show the game. The game is available on SABC and SuperSport if you are in South Africa. If you're in other regions, I'm not sure where the game would be available to you,
Sky
but we
Sports,
we don't have the right to show
yeah.
it. And it's very important for us in the network that we obey the rules, because it's very important for us to keep this channel and not get any strikes on our name, and do anything that will deviate away from your entertainment going forward. We know how important the entire network is to everyone, whether you're watching Popcorn and Cheese, Podcast and Chill,
The Bantweezies.
the Bantweezies, Spreading Humors.
That's the
That's the Bantweezies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will not be showing the game. We're just keeping you company with our expert analysis. Oh, this is the nice new Bafana AFCON exclusive kit in white.
giving.
Oh, I love this kit. There, you have to win now.
Guys, do you think Percy lost a lot when he lost his hair?
Oh, lolo.
Is it Samson?
Maybe. Who knows?
So
Delilah.
as we watch the
Ish.
players line up, how would you be feeling right now, Super Sub, lining up for this game? Big game for Bafana. Morocco have performed well and proven for their country and all sorts of things in recent years. I think South Africans must feel let down by Bafana for a long period since 98.
Yeah, look, if
96, 98.
if I'm a player lining out there, in my heart, I'll be like, you know what? I know the odds are against us. Let's go and prove everybody wrong that, you know what, when it matters the most, we can deliver results for our country.
We are Sundowns. I mean, we are Bafana. We can do this.
Hey.
Sky's
But
the
I think
limit.
we need to also live in the faith of knowing that our coach won the AFCON at some point.
Yeah, but that was with Cameroon.
What are you saying about Bafana, bro?
I see Tito saying, yeah, they're already sweating. It's hot there. It's
see
30
Hellman. You saw
degrees.
Hellman.
Ay, ay, ay.
No, look, what I just noticed now with the singing of the national anthem, Tambazwane looks very focused. You can see he's got his game face on.
Even what's his name? The Mokoena.
Mokwena's got his game face
got
on.
his poker face on.
Ronwin looks like a nervous child, but I like that about
For
him.
me, it's a case of the Sundowns cohort knowing that, yeah, cool, they've got a ZH, they've got an Amrabat.
They don't have a ZH.
Guys, before
sorry,
the match
but, like,
starts, may
I
I
meant
very
to say
quickly?
Hakimi.
May I interject very, very quickly? Liz, predictions fast.
So I put on my Betway slip, and remember, you can get your one.
Yes.
You can be one of 50 people who bet on this fixture to win their 25,000
Cash.
Smackaroos.
rand. Brought to you by Betway, where you get way more. So be sure to place your bets there. I did, and maybe don't place your bets. It decreases my odds of the
No, bet.
25,000.
Me, I said bet.
No, I'm joking. Of course, please do go bet on this fixture. But in my bet, one of the key things to something that's caught me out in betting before in cup competitions like this is if you bet on a straight win for a team, that means they have to win that within the 90 minutes.
Yes, sir.
There is also a feature in the Betway app. Let me open mine up, where you can choose which team is going to progress. So when you go to the fixture in the Betway app, you'll see a Game of Zones promo, which I thought I won the other day, but it's definitely coming. So you can go to the fixture, and then in the fixture, if you go to more bets, you can bet on double chance, drawn bets, things like this, but you can choose who's going to win the match overall. So who's going to progress, which would be after 90 minutes. So remember, if you expect the game to go beyond the 90 minutes, you can choose the team to progress, which I have chosen South Africa to progress to the quarterfinals, which means they can win in the 90 minutes
Or in the
or they can
penalties.
win in extra time or penalties. Either way, my bet wins.
Yeah.
So as long as Bafana progress,
it gives you
I'm
nice
in for
cushion.
money.
Yeah.
So that is how I placed my bet. Difficult to put a figure on the game. I don't think there's going to be loads of goals in this one. I have a feeling it will go beyond the 90, and I'd like South Africa going
It's so
through
insane,
after the
right?
90.
I'm watching the starting 11 with the images of all the players. I'm like, wait, is this the Champions League or is this AFCON? Like, because like literally, it's all Sundowns players.
It's all Sundowns. It looks like Champions League.
The only two players that are not Sundowns,
Tau.
it's
He's-
Percy Tau and
Magopa?
And evidence.
Actually.
Yeah, it's a Sundowns team. There's Zwane.
Like, that's insane, actually. If you think about it,
If
that
there's
is
anyone that we've
insane.
missed, ballers, let us know. But it is largely a Sundown side. And as we kick off in the AFCON, Morocco versus Bafana. And
Eish.
Morocco already playing direct off the kick. Looking
Morena, Sundowns.
for Hakimi there on the right.
Where's the nearest?
And by the way, the odds are also crazy. Eh? The odds are really against us.
Yeah,
Marco.
within the 90, you'll see
Yeah.
the...
I think it's 6.2.
6.6 for
Oh, is it now 6.6?
6.6
When
with
I checked, it
Betway,
was 7 just now.
1.52.
Was it 7?
Yeah.
Yo.
1.52 for Morocco.
Sitole as well, I did think. Yeah.
Yes,
good
Sitole
point.
is the other one, the
Oh,
midfielder.
Sitole, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So there's 8 Mamelodi Sundowns
Basic
players.
guy.
That's the
From
squad.
11.
That's basically the squad.
Yeah, but yeah, look, I mean,
So,
they're South Africans.
you know, Namibia's
No, I'm
gone.
not
Can't we take...
Boro, not take. Boro.
sorry, borrow. On loan.
Boro.
What do you want to borrow?
Yeah, actually, who would we borrow
Because the
from?
Springbok
Shalulile.
was not. Oh, no.
He doesn't have a goal in this tournament, does he?
The Namibians were saying we gave them the rock Shalulile.
The correct one is still there by Tlorkop.
Somewhere there in Clorkop chilling.
No, I think it's going to be a case of
Our stream might be behind because I'm seeing goal in the comments.
Friend, please sit back. Just move your mic
Marco,
closer.
don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Goal for who? Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
But I'm going to restart our stream just in case.
But then what if we miss the goal?
Because there's no goal, man. It's just,
I don't mind. Hey, now I'm
I
watching.
don't want to watch QPR. Not today, Marco. I know we were speaking about Peter Odimwingi earlier on, but I don't want to watch QPR.
Okay.
I think it's
We're
just
back to the game.
people just making
No
us
goal.
feel nervous.
You see, getting us.
But what I think is, yes, we started on the wrong foot in the game against Mali. But I think with every game that we played after that, there's a level of solidity that we showed. Yes, a lot of people can argue that against Tunisia we were too defensively minded, but
Wasn't that a strategy?
it's cup football. You have to pick your struggles.
Precisely.
yeah, and I'm watching how at the Moroccan side have started. You can actually tell that, I mean, they're approaching this game with caution, you know. It doesn't look like it's going to be the high press that they usually play, you know.
I like this.
Conditions.
Is it Mudau who's played the long ball in for Makopa? And he's now fouled the defender, but it's looking like a bit more of a direct strategy. And that's something that we've seen from Hugo Bruce in this tournament, is to not just play one single brand of football. He's been adjusting the team for every
it up.
fixture. And he did say yesterday that he would rather have everyone congratulate him tomorrow on progressing than have them congratulate him on playing a beautiful game of football and not progress.
Nice.
So for him, it's more important to progress by any means necessary. Bafana playing a relatively high line, I suppose, with the Moroccans who are fairly quick being able to run in behind. So perhaps a deeper line would be helpful because we see Morocco playing quite direct at the moment.
So what I'm suspecting the strategy that Morocco is using is, which might actually work against them, is that they look like they're going full throttle now, because you can see how much they're pressing, right? But they cannot sustain this kind of football for 90 minutes.
But sometimes getting an early goal, you saw what
Yeah.
happened with the match between Senegal
And Ivory Coast.
Precisely. Senegal went in, they scored their first goal in 3 minutes. And all they had to do was just sustain themselves. Unfortunately, in the last 3 minutes of the match, then they equalized.
That's the unfortunately that we are
precisely. But
hoping for.
sometimes it's always best, and I've always said this. I say this about the competition, that just get your goals, and just then if you're going to be on defense, just make sure that you're clinical about it. But it's always best, and it builds your confidence as well. Scoring in the first 15 minutes of the match.
Do you think Coach
This is
Rulani
something we
gave,
really do struggle with. Hey,
Do you think Coach Rulani gave Hugo Bruce some notes there? On
he
some,
doesn't
"Hey,
like him.
Hugo,
I don't think they like each other like
Hugo,
that.
Yeah, but usually, I mean, as a national team coach, you will speak to coaches of your
Club
respective,
coaches,
yeah,
yes.
of your respective players.
I agree, but it depends on also what type of
I don't know if
relationship do
they,
you
they
have.
discuss tactics and all of that, but
Let's see.
we can't
Yeah.
rule that out.
So
First touch, Pacey. First touch, let him down there.
But that,
Physicality, Waibon.
yes.
Nazo.
I'm just looking at the
this
position that
battle of
Zwane
Hakim-
is taking up, and I think Amrabat's being given the job of dealing with Zwane.
Yo, good
It
luck
looks
to
like
him.
Amrabat, and we know Amrabat's got defensive qualities. We've been complaining from a Manchester United perspective of his abilities going forward. He's able to break up play, but he's going to have a tough time dealing with Zwane. He's been excellent so far in the tournament.
Do you know
But
with-
definitely Bafana's key player so far.
With
in
all the games that we've played, right?
Mm.
I mean, this is the Mali game, the Namibia game,
Tunisia.
even the Tunisia game. There's more of fluidity inside the first 10 minutes where you don't see Bafana under pressure inside the first 10 minutes in this game versus the 3 games that we played in the group stages.
I mean, the Mali match, I mean, they were pressing us for the first 10. He was sweating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Namibia did the same thing.
And-
Pity for them, they missed like two
Good opportunities.
good opportunities. Tunisia did the same thing as well. In the first 10 minutes, it looked like we were like, okay, sitting back. But here, it's almost like bring it on.
But both teams seem fairly tentative, but that works in Bafana's favor in a way. Because Bafana grows stronger after the first 10 minutes of a half. We've seen that historically in the previous games. The high press and the high intensity in the first 10 minutes of the second half for Mali was the difference in the game.
But it would be quite pleasurable sometimes. I'm looking for the word for us to not be
Pleasurable.
as yes. I'm looking for the word. There's a word that I'm looking for, but what I'm saying is that it would be nice, ideal for us to not be as predictable, sometimes, because I mean, if we are sitting here with our expert
Whoa,
experience
Pacey, come on,
and we
you need
already
to
know how they're
pinpoint, you
going
need
to
to
play,
pinpoint.
then imagine a Morocco, for example.
Percy Tau trying to score how he caused the goalkeeper to score an own goal
How
back
old
in
is
June.
Mvala?
Lord Mvala.
How old is he?
I'm not sure. Isn't he like 28?
Is it? Okay.
I'll look that up for you too.
Which age are you looking for?
No, it looks mature.
He's
He looks very mature.
his real age or his Sundowns age?
No, man, don't be weird.
I'm
You're
asking.
being weird. Like, I'm just asking. He looks like a very mature man.
29 years old.
Okay. He's young.
Young man.
He's,
Relatively young.
Hey, I think I'm older than every player on the pitch. So
looks like that's good. Good closing up there. But it looks like it's going to be
I don't understand why we're letting Hakimi have so much space.
Yeah.
well, that was a beautiful piece of play from Hakimi. Great
But he
piece
was
of
able to
control,
actually-
but he was
yes.
able to cut between two players.
Yes.
But let's give it to our defenders and how they were able to just
Close him
combat
down.
this
Lon Vala.
yes.
Yeah,
Ivali
great
Limvala.
defending.
Exactly.
You know, I'm hoping that Pesitao can bring his A game, because if Pesitao can be active and then we can channel some of the balls towards Tao, he
Why
will
do
actually.
you have so much faith in only Tao, friend?
No, I'm talking about the position that.
Lion versus the other Lions.
But in this instant, I'm talking about him playing, because he's the one that is gonna have to keep Hakim at bay. So if Tao can be busy, Hakim will be forced to stay back
Get him in his
not-
pocket.
and not
not go on
overlap.
adventures.
Yes.
Well, I suppose you've got a point. But then again,
But that would mean that Tao needs to keep on has to move back. Okay.
Kamogelo Django saying we need to press more up front. I think that will come in the later minutes of the first half. You'll see Bafana will start pressing slightly more, but it definitely seems like part of Bruce's plan to not necessarily push the Morocco back line.
Qima.
Good opportunity for Morocco. Ronwen Williams out quickly to block the shot. And an offside.
I don't think we talk
anyway.
about Ronwen
I hate
enough.
find up
I don't think we
kicks
talk
and
about
heads.
Ronwen enough, and I don't think we give him not his flowers yet, but he has been stellar.
I think that in terms of this tournament, he's one of the top goalkeepers.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I don't think goalkeepers get that much praise in general.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd definitely be one of those that you'd say deserves a little bit more.
Yeah, and
He's
I mean,
the
if you're looking
captain.
at him as it stands, I mean, he's still a youngin, and imagine him at a more advanced stage in his career.
Hey man, that's why Sundowns paid top dollar for him.
Uhonenet saying
looks
Mbala
like
is on his
Eminem.
A game today. I agree.
Oh, Ziyech.
Hakim Ziyech.
Yes.
Oh,
So
he
he's
looks-
definitely out. Looking by the way he's dressed, he's not even an option on the bench.
No. I can already see the options on the bench, and he's not there. So he's not been fit for
And
this game.
Buffal?
I'll go through the substitutes again.
Clever play there by Mudiwa.
No
eh?
Buffal either. So those two players
So we
missing
can
for the
breathe easy a
entirety of
little
the game.
bit, eh?
So that's what you were talking about earlier on Super Sub. I literally almost called your name. You know that.
Please don't.
Absence
name?
of mind. Absence of mind.
He's a
Sorry.
ghost. He has no name.
Yes.
I see dead people.
The giving away cheap position, and this is literally after some
what a
clever
run.
play that we had.
Bitch.
More opportunities, more pressing and attacking from Morocco. Definitely been in the ascendancy the opening 10 minutes for sure.
see that, right?
And this right wing has been a target for them.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's bliss,
That's
man.
why we need Mudiwa and Percy to be active in that side.
Mvala so far so good.
Mvala's
he
been
looks like-
excellent.
Yeah, he's come to the party.
He's been the key cog in the backline machine that has closed those doors and not allowed Morocco to have the free
But you
reign.
can see that Morocco is finding a window, you see, while the doors are closed.
Do you think that his game has improved with Grant next to him there in centre back?
Definitely.
Yes.
It's like a
no-brainer.
confidence thing, hey?
It's a confidence, and we
Was
know.
night and day between the Namibia game and the Mali game, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely, and we know what defensive partnership do. You know,
Yes.
I mean, we've seen in the past. You know, your Sergio Ramos, Pepe. You know, Ramos, Puyol, Piqué. You know, those kind of partnership. They win new games. You know.
Yeah, it's really, we've seen it with Spain in the past. We've seen it with certain other clubs
That's
where
what I'm- yeah.
national teams who have a contingency of players from a single club, there's more coherence in the way they play.
No, definitely.
I mean, I look at the France side and they're a bad example of that because their players seem to be from every which club. There's almost not a single player in a France squad that
You mean
plays for the
Africa?
same Yeah.
Wow, that too.
There's that too.
Yeah, when people say that Africa's never won a World Cup, they forget France.
No, France. We've got 2 World Cups. Huh?
What, 98 and
98 and 2018.
2018.
The one we got in Russia.
So now Bafana looking to play direct as well. They did lose with the tiki-taka ball in midfield. Maybe the game needs to calm down a little bit and they need to just sort of move the ball around the back.
Can you see how important it is for Dao to be active? He is allowing so much space for Hakim. He needs to track him. Unfortunately, he needs to put in a shift today.
And Sitole seems to be the covering player there at the moment, and Tau needs to be that covering player because now Sitole has shifted into midfield, leaving that
The gap in
Bafana's
the
left flank,
Yeah.
leaving that gap for them to play down the right-hand side. And that looks like something Hugo Bruce needs to address
Yeah, no.
before halftime. Can't wait for halftime to address that issue
Yeah, no. Today,
because he has another long direct ball towards that right wing, and Morocco really focusing on that.
The interesting thing that I'm noticing with the opening 14 minutes, where we're in the 14th minute now, is it seems as though the position that Morocco has is almost denying us. Yes, there were moments of attack that we had with the long balls that we tried to do, but the likes of your Tembazwane has not been unleashed. I'm not seeing enough of Pesitau thus far. So I just think, and it's what Super Sub was saying earlier on, and I alluded to that as well. I just think we need to be more cognizant and we need to be more confident on the ball and not lose position away cheaply, because that's what we've been doing in pockets in the first 14. We're going into the 15th.
But have
minute
you
now.
not noticed that it takes a while to get Bafana excited? It's like a woman sometimes, you know?
Another woman.
You need to really get them excited, and only then you start to see the excellence. You saw them in the past, the past matches. 20 minutes in until the 40th, 45th minute. If they don't make mistakes, then you start to see them really control the game. They start to calm it down a little bit, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the case right now.
What if
Kamogelo-
Bafana are doing for play now?
Guys, please.
Okay, sorry.
Please.
Anyway, but like
out of the gutter and onto the field, please.
Please.
Kamogelo Django
We're
saying
not
long
gonna win
balls.
we're not gonna win the game in the gutters, guys.
Yeah, long balls won't work at this time. We need to play the ball on the floor. I agree in a way. I think that just getting some control of the game, like this is a very important moment here for Bafana, where they've got no press from Morocco necessarily on the back line. Percy Tau's touch has been poor so far in the first half. But just, and I like to see this from Bafana, just keep the ball for a little bit, slow the game down, because they've been under pressure from Morocco. Just need to slow the ball down a little bit, slow the game down, have a touch of the ball around the back. Don't worry about the long balls right now, but also don't try play the tiki-taka risky passes through the midfield and give away possession cheaply.
Are you noticing something in that Morocco almost looks like they've got 3 lines of defense? There's the guys that are trying to pick up the first ball, not allowing a path. And once you get a path, there's another cohort that comes in to try close up. Oh,
That was
that's a corner
nice.
kick.
And we knew, you know what, it's funny. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine earlier, and he did say that, Mokoena, we know him to be able to, as long as he's
course.
just in
Give
position
him space.
beautifully, that's it, and already we're starting to see something here. It's so
We
nice.
know he's got a boot
And
on
the-
him.
Yeah,
And that
he's
ball
got it
bouncing
on.
just in front of the goalkeeper is so
Excellent.
difficult to deal with.
And the
Excellent.
beauty about him is he actually knows how to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he's going to go aerial, whether he's going to make it bounce, he's actually a very clever player when it comes to shooting from outside the box.
Yeah, he
And
makes
this
that
is-
shit bounce and he hits it hard. Yeah.
The first bit of ascendancy we've seen from Bafana now in the 16th minute, which isn't out of trend so far in this tournament. Super sub?
Yeah, no, definitely. I
Can we
agree.
ask Taban for my charger? My laptop is dead again.
Of course.
Okay, I think he can hear me.
Shots, I'm sure you can.
Okay. Thanks, Shots. As we shoot the corner. Ooh.
Let me get that for you.
Another
Actually,
corner,
let's
yes.
let
Please show me
Shots
my
do
lip
his
gloss.
gig, and I will be back.
Hasta la vista.
Is this like first 16 minutes? How are your nerves now versus when the game just started?
Yeah, look, I mean, there has been sort of like in the past 3-4 minutes, like a little bit of stabilizing the game a bit, because I think Morocco has been all over us in the first
That's what we do.
in the first
We
10 minutes or
eventually-
so. So, but I think we're picking up gradually,
Good,
It will be important to keep this momentum, and not allow a free flow for Moroccans.
What I'm seeing is so what's the strategy? How do we penetrate? Do we go shoot from the outside and try a Mokoena wonder hit, or is there a path of the 1-2 pass inside the box and try find, because the corners we've had, I think 2 or 3 now, nothing has really materialized from them.
Yes.
Yeah, look, I'm a firm believer that when you keep creating those set pieces, eventually you will get something. I mean, we've seen how goals come about from set pieces. So, I mean, it can.
But it's
this
a
is
matter
a game.
of being clinical, also super sub. I mean, we are good at
Thank you,
creating
Marco.
set pieces.
But also we're not
you,
exactly like
Thank you, darling.
we don't have players that are actually capable, and I'm saying that loosely, of bossing the opposition inside their own box.
Yeah, look, and we've got player like Swane who's creative. If we keep feeding him and he get those balls, he can create. He can score. So I think we need to just play our game and we will get those opportunities.
I understand what you're saying, Moleko. For example, the very first goal, Senegal, and how it happened and how they were, like you're saying, they were able to really boss their way into getting that goal, and also just their finishing on its own was excellent.
Another good
So,
opportunity for
yeah.
Bafana. Sorry.
No, it's okay, darling.
Rasby, Bafana need to control the pace of the game. I couldn't agree more.
Yes.
It's what they've needed in the early stages, but it looks like they're starting to. And the quality I'm a big fan of Mokoena. I couldn't speak highly enough of the player, and that should be another corner for Bafana
Should be
if I'm
another
incorrect.
corner.
No, I think it came off Percy's head,
Okay. So
Lion's head.
definitely Bafana showing their own attacking at Lions Head.
Cape Town.
Lions Head, bro.
Yeah. Look, the 2 chances that we just the shot from Mokoena from outside the box, the corner that Percy tried to look, those are signs. It shows that we not playing. Is me using the word pragmatic the right word to use?
Pragmatic meaning that we are meticulous, like
Pragmatic as in careful.
yes,
Yes, we're not
meticulous.
we,
yes,
we're not playing like we did against. I think against Tunisia we didn't want to lose.
No, that was fully pragmatic.
Yes,
Yes, and
But
and
there
that's
is-
where I think that's what Hugo Bruce was addressing in his press conference when
Very
he was saying
disciplined. We were very
the quality,
disciplined
the quality of the football wasn't good, and he was criticized for that. And he said our objective was to get here, and we did, and that's all he's looking for is to get to the next game.
May I just say to the bowlers, we're not going to broadcast the match, and if you are struggling to find the match, you can check it out in SuperSport. And if you do not have any other option, there's SABC Plus.
yeah. .com. Just register your
Just
number
go to
there.
SABC
You'll
Plus,
be
it's
good.
there.
You'll be good. You'll be good.
Please.
It's I've almost lost that sense of nervousness that was there.
Good.
It was not that much. It was like little nyana nervousness.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm seeing now is the game is almost open.
It's opening up
Slightly,
for
yeah.
us. However, we are unable to string passes. We need to get to a position where we control the match, be able to string those passes. Because right now we win position back, we string 1 or 2 passes, we give it
Out.
back.
lose it.
Yes.
You know, so
I think
we
that's our biggest gripe at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's almost like giving Morocco a passage of like, okay, cool. They are very careless with position. Let's take advantage of it.
And also, let's be honest, Morocco are more threatening when they've got the ball than we are.
True.
So yeah, I think
They
definitely
know what to do with the ball when they have it.
more controlling the game. Definitely there's a need from Bafana to get control of the game, whether it's passing the ball around the back line for a minute or two, or like passing through the lines, but definitely need to have more possession of the ball.
If you remember, I'm trying to have a recollection when we beat. Sorry, let me rephrase. When Sundowns beat Wydad Casablanca in the AFL, was it a case of Sundowns controlling the majority of the ball position, or was it letting Wydad have the ball and Sundowns just waiting to pounce?
I think the second leg, if I remember correctly,
Because that wisdom is with the other. I left it in last year.
So just going back to the comments here, Neo Isaacs, 2 things. You say our defense is on the money, but we need more of a midfield presence. I agree. I think the midfield needs to make themselves more available. Mokwena is getting on the ball, but we need to see Zwane more active, I think, and brought into the game. He might need to fall back a little bit and help get more possession and then bring other players into the game a little bit more. And then also, you've not messaged us about your prize that you won last week or the week before.
Who's this?
Neo Isaacs. So please drop us a DM on the all new Onside ZA social platforms, and we'll get your prize to you, Neo Isaacs. So we are now available on all your social platforms if you have joined us late, as Onside ZA, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. So Onside ZA is our new social handle for this show specifically. Lots of football content every day. We'll be sharing whatever content we find every day. There'll be some live streams and things on socials that will not be part of the traditional YouTube channel. Just us getting in touch with you, the ballers.
and most importantly, there'll be prizes to be won.
Yes, with
As
Betway, because you get way more. So what I'm noticing is, and it's something that I mentioned earlier on, is that you know those 3 barriers of entry that Morocco has almost like
I see it when I land.
that Morocco has almost drawn. That is why South Africa is not able to actually
Infiltrate.
penetrate, and find ways to
I see it.
to actually string one or two of those passes that you were talking about.
But that's when you need a smart player, Muleko.
But if you look at I almost said Pesitao. If you look at Themba Zwane is almost, He's crawled up. Like, they like, okay, cool, we're not going to give him space. Because I think more than anything, probably when they were doing their homework on Bafana, they noticed that the one who makes things happen, the one who's
course.
actually able to unlock is actually him.
I agree, and that's why Super Sub was saying that Pesi should be in Hakimi's pocket, because that's also a danger person right there.
But as it is now, both teams are sussing each other out, as it seems. But Morocco looked the more threatening
Gav.
because of the chances they have created thus far. That's
beautiful
good cover
piece of play.
defense. That's Morena, ne?
No,
That should be Mudau.
Oh, it's Mudau. Sorry.
That's Mudau.
That was beautiful cover defense there, and the way he
Confident
was so calm
play.
on the ball.
Calm, confident.
What a player that is, eh?
But we can't keep giving Morocco the chance at attacking our
Was
back
that
line.
attempted, that pass? Or do you
I
think,
think
it
so.
went wayward?
No, I think it looked like he was trying to distribute it wide, and Mudau read it because he wanted the wide player to be able to deliver the box in, I think. Whereas the better opportunity was to play it straight into the box, don't you think, Moleko?
True. That's what I thought he was doing initially.
Yeah.
And then it was a pass that went like some type of way. So you can see as Bafana is building up, there's the 4 guys that are first cleanup.
And here's
then there's
your 3.
4, and then there's still a 3
Yes.
after the 3 that is there. So it's like, okay, if you guys are not able to, we'll step in, but they also regroup and go help the 4 at the back to make sure that they defend in numbers. So they practically like they defending like lions.
The wall of Berlin.
Well structured Morocco side. I agree completely. You have the back line of 4, and then the midfield 3 is there, and then the front 3 are allowed to press. And then as soon as the press hasn't brought them any benefits, so as soon as the press isn't on the ball, they shift back into that third line of players. Amrabat perhaps sitting ever so slightly deeper than the rest of the midfield, just to assist that back 4. And I think more especially because he's got an eye on Zwane the whole time.
I see Leti Mpuka saying she should drop a
See,
bit.
once again, you see that wall?
Yes. Leti saying that Mshishi should drop a bit deep and collect the ball so we can bring Tau in play. My fear is if Temba drops to go collect the ball, I kind of feel like it's almost going to eliminate what he's able to do. As you can see, he's trying to do exactly what we're talking about, but I don't want Temba dropping too deep.
I agree in a way. Odogasm saying on the comments here, feels like I'm watching with my homies. That's everything to us. That's exactly what we want to present to you. You are watching with your homies.
Yeah, we got you. You're a baller.
I think that
you are
Very
too
nervous.
quiet for me, hey? Are you here?
I
am here.
I think I agree with Zwane having to drop a little bit deeper now. He's not able
as
to
these guys
access
are
the play,
hunting in
and
numbers,
I think
They're hunting numbers, and we are battling to
just
break
by
their
the way,
lines.
guys, just a very, very quick one. Luton leading now 3-0 against Brighton.
oh, lolo.
And Crystal
That should
Palace
be the
and
highest score this
Sheffield.
season, eh?
And you know, I told somebody to bet for Brighton to beat Luton on Betway earlier today. Ish.
And it's Crystal
Ah,
Palace
no, it
and
was just a
Sheffield.
conversation.
It's a 2-2 draw as we speak.
What?
Crystal Palace and Sheffield.
And
Oh
then
yeah, it was very difficult for me to pick a winner between those two actually, because I looked at the
That
fixture.
wasn't in my multi-bet. I actually skipped that fixture in my multi-bet, but I did go with Brighton to win that game. So
The Everton Fulham. Which one did you pick?
I skipped that fixture as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mudiwa there with the tackle on Hakimi and subsequently getting booked.
Postman.
Well, Morocco will be deeply concerned by this. I'm not sure Hakimi has a serious injury, but he is still on the ground. And if they lose another key player, Morocco will be deeply concerned.
No, it's fine. If Hakimi is out, he's out.
But there's that magic spray. That stuff is marvelous.
But, my fear is... So now we've got a defender who's on a yellow.
In Mudiwa.
And logic dictates... And not that I feel... That was silly.
There was Mohopa, sorry, covering
cover.
there.
Yeah.
Is it not interesting? I'm finding that our guys are more combative and they are the ones that are actually more physical in this match.
Are we bigger than North Africans?
Alan, watching from Poland, not South African, but loving the show.
Yeah, man.
Alan, welcome, Bola.
I was going to say,
As we take a cooling break.
as a sacrifice, where's our cooling break?
Oh.
Anyway.
What would you like?
What do you have? I only but ask. Anyway, no, I was going to say, my fear is Hugo Bruges deciding that, okay, Aubrey is on a yellow. Chances are any other mistake, lose a player, red card. And logic is going to dictate to him to bring in Moby. And I was not impressed with Moby in the last game that he played.
I think that yellow card is very concerning, especially with Morocco's bulk of their play coming down the right flank.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they're going to target him.
Because now they're going to explore that.
He's already been tested, and they're going to try exploit that. I agree completely, Super Sub.
Bola asking possession as it stands, it's 49-51. So quite
Not too
balanced.
bad. It was 47-43 not so long ago.
Can't be 47-43.
There's another 10% possession for the manager.
The match is not
47-53.
He's South African, remember?
The ball boys have 10% possession.
I said 47-53.
Oh, so relaxed.
Really?
We'll rewind. You said 43, but it's okay. We forgive you.
The match is not matching, friend. It's okay.
Do you want a rant?
No, it's fine. Not today. I left my renting book
I feel
at
like
home.
this part of the table has taken so much stress because that's where the rant happens.
What if Marco shifted it? It's like...
Nah, I see the bumps.
I'm prepared to take. I'm prepared to
the
take some
bumps?
slack.
Whose bums are you seeing?
The bumps.
Oh,
yo.
okay.
Get your mind out the gutter, bro.
Masiko will be a better option, says Kotso Mutlabi.
Maseko for who though? For Tau.
No, I assume to replace
Morena.
Modiba.
No, not
Modiba.
Morena.
Modiba because of the
With
yellow
the
card.
yellow card.
And
Defensively,
no.
Defensively, no. The logic is literally going to dictate for Moby.
It's Moby. It's gonna have to be Moby.
Opportunity.
And that is a problem.
I think that, and there's the goal from Morocco, but disallowed. Offside. Will this go to VAR?
No.
Nah, straight up offside. I think.
At this point,
Ooh.
with a nutmeg flicked pass.
Ooh, that flick. Ooh.
And
All
just
day,
about
every day.
offside.
All day, every day, that's offside.
It's a good strike, but Ronwin seemed to let it go, knowing the
He
was the
saw.
whistle
I think
blown.
he knew. I think he knew.
Yeah.
I think with the whistle blown already, I'd be upset as a Moroccan attacker with VAR in play for the referee to be blowing early.
We can't be playing long balls because Bono is tall. Pacey is not the tallest person in the world. So
You think?
Bono will always be...
Can you see what I'm talking about?
Another offside. So the
Zwane is being found in a position where Pacey needs to be. Pacey is not tracking back to
But
to
he's
defend.
never tracked back.
He
That's
has
how
to
he
in this
plays at
game.
Al Ahly. He doesn't track back. That's
In
the
this
thing
game,
about
we
him.
cannot
Like
look
you'll
at
never see him
Zwane
do
is.
that.
Where's one is.
That's
You'll
where
never-
Pacey needs to be.
This doesn't.
But we were saying now that Zwane is probably finding himself there because it's the frustration of I need to go collect the ball because the ball is not coming to me. Because those passages of play that I spoke about, you look at how Morocco is defending. They are actually even forcing us to play a game they want us to play. That should be,
in that box.
Ref, come on, check that.
Come on.
That should be checked.
That
There
is
should be a
VAR.
check.
And he's still down.
Okay, are we penalty mercenaries now
Yes.
these days?
Hey, it's a competition, bro.
hey,
We'll take a
if
goal
we're in
anyway.
the quarterfinals, we're in the quarterfinals.
That's it.
Doesn't matter how you get there.
As long as you're there.
I would be very interested to see if like that tackle that happened, it was on Mokwena, ne?
Yeah, it was on Mukwana.
Yes. I want that to be checked. I genuinely that should be no.
You saw that.
That's
though.
a foul.
Guys.
That's a foul.
On men,
He
direct.
did not get the ball.
Yeah, no.
Let's first start
Yes,
there.
it's on, man.
Look,
Gift Real G saying Percy is the Rashford of the team.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure how to take it.
it depends. Is he donating
That's what I'm
anything to the
saying.
babies? No. Okay, cool. Then we know what he means.
He's out clubbing and then he's sick.
Yeah. But look, it's fine. That was not given. I thought there was more into that.
Me too.
There's Mshishi Kembazwane, but
There's
not,
that wall- well,
not
one-
being given space.
Yeah, he needs to stamp with authority. He needs to show them what he can do with the ball because he's a very creative
But
player.
the minute he gets on the ball, they're already on him. That's the problem.
I mean, needs to find creative ways then.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
needs space. Like if
Create
it's
space.
Messi creates
Create
where
space.
there is
Yes.
There
nothing.
comes the second yellow card for the pullback. It is a professional foul. I don't know if he can complain about that one.
yeah, like Jesse saying 2 of our back 4 now have
And we
yellow
need
cards.
Grant, eh?
Grant Kekana.
So it's
Oh, we
Grant,
need Grant, bro.
and Aubrey.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be difficult, you know. Maybe Morena can.
So what we bring in Sianda Kulu and Moby. I'm just asking.
Moby, yeah. He plays for what? Sukukune now, eh? Yeah, I don't know about Kolu. What are you guys' thoughts?
No, but if you've got 2 of your back 4s on
Out.
yellows, it is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? Do you keep them with the risk of actually getting
Not being able to.
not even like with the risk of them actually getting because if we go a man down, that is problematic.
That's what I'm saying. We get a red card, or then if you get a red card, does that not mean also that they can't play in the next match if you
Well,
in
that's
case
if
we win?
go through. But
That's what I'm saying.
What are the chances of us going through? Because already as it is, with 11 men, we are struggling to actually find ways to go forward, to string those passes.
You see, when I was talking about we need that special.
Muti. Did you ever pay the Sangom?
I don't know if that Sangoma was ever paid. Eh?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I digress.
You see,
Percy is not in this game. It feels like he's missing.
Yeah, no, for me, he's
But
not,
supply is also missing as
There's
well.
not much
because
supply,
Evidence,
however.
I haven't seen him. So does
But
it mean
we
if you-
cannot talk about him getting supplies when he's playing in the side that is more active in the game. So he needs to be involved in play. He needs to start playing like a sort of like a midfielder that is also defensive in this match because he's waiting for that supply and it's not coming. You have to track and try win balls.
go hand.
So the same thing that Tembazwane is doing, Percy needs to start doing more of it
I mean,
as
he's
well.
been
Unfortunately, in
saying,
this
yeah.
match, you're gonna have to.
Justice.
But I think to a degree, it seems like Morocco as well look a bit frustrated because they're not getting things their way.
But they're creating chances, Lynn.
In here and there, it's they haven't created anything of
Yet.
utter significance, if I can put it like that.
Yet.
But they are hunting.
They are on the hunt actively. You see them.
Hakuna Matata. But as it is, there's thank you, Marco.
Thank you.
Oh yes, we're having our cooling break. Probably raining outside. Is it raining? If it's
Probably
raining, I'm gonna be scared
Tell me why.
because the last time it rained and we played, we lost.
What does that have to do with the climate here?
Nah, it's just the vibes.
These hats are a sign of superstition.
Oh, Mokopa.
Bavalile.
Again,
Eba
there's not
valile,
And
Sport.
offside.
Bavalile.
But
Bavala magarage.
I want you, and maybe the ballers can also help me count. Apparently, I can't count.
It's not it is apparent.
My maths is Jacob Zumaring.
Listen carefully.
No, listen properly.
Hey, bo,
I want us to check at any
after
given.
la final, Walid.
I want us to check at any given time when Morocco is defending and we are attacking them, just in their box, how many players they have.
About 4 or 5.
At a time.
Jesse's saying Hakimi has only been able to get through once. He begs to differ with Len. Percy's keeping Hakimi in check.
Oh, okay.
Look carefully.
So he's basically saying we could have conceded as we speak.
No, I'm not seeing. So here's the thing,
Here's
Morocco.
your ball.
Yes, I get
Here's your
what
ball.
is the baller saying. So pace is there, the East got space, but however, if there's no supply, it's not a threat.
Yamkela Ntlangule, I hope I got that right, saying that he tweeted about that Percy and Modiba side defensively. Before the game, he predicted that the Moroccan attack would come down Bafana's left-hand side. And it's a very good call.
And Uazile Ngusane say Morocco is more defensively organized, but going forward, they lack the final pass. We, on the other hand, lack the pace to catch up with them, but our passes going forward are more threatening.
What are we missing, guys?
think
And
that's
like,
fair.
let's dissect this thing like we are surgeons.
I think Zwane needs to be in the game a bit more. If Zwane is brought into the game more, he'll be able to bring other players into play like we've seen. He's been such an important player for Bafana.
But who brings
So
him
how
into
do we
the game?
combat exactly?
I think that Hugo Bruce needs to bring him into the game tactically, needs to reposition him. Amrabat is doing a good defensive job on him. He's ever so slightly ahead of Zwane. He lets Zwane go into that pocket behind him, but he's doing a very good job of marshalling the space for Zwane to be picked out in the pass. So Zwane needs to be given the freedom to perhaps move into different positions and try pick up play, whether it be slightly deeper or slightly wider than where he's playing now.
But he needs to have that support. I think he needs to roam side to side, but he needs somebody to almost like feed off of. Like, okay, here you go. I'm going to move there. Or I've got the ball. I will make a shimmy or a what
like a Zwane and
and
Shalule combo.
then something like that, yes.
Yeah.
And then like open up. But Morocco is so precise in how they defend that they are not allowing those
Okay,
passages
Mokoena
of
with a
play
run.
to happen.
So do you think Percy Tau would be ideal
Okay,
for that?
let's go.
Makopa doing his job, working hard for the
shame.
team, but feeding off scraps at best.
Shame.
So in terms of who Zwane should be pivoting off of,
Percy
Len,
should be one
Percy
of them.
should be the one. He's got the quality to be that player. Morena and Mokoena, surely those should be the three pivot
Morena
points.
as well, from the wing where he's running. But also remember, he's also got defensive duties as well.
Yes.
In as
So
much as
maybe
he
more-
can overlap.
So maybe Mokoena should be the player looking to get slightly closer to Percy, to Zwane rather, and playing off of that.
Yeah, because there's not that connection between Zwane and our midfield.
Are we feeling disgruntled at all by the referee?
Nah.
I
Nah.
think maybe the penalty call
Look,
that
there was
should have been
something
looked
there.
at,
That should
but
have been,
perhaps
yeah.
that's not the referee's job. That's more VAR, right?
Yeah, definitely. If the
No,
referee
but
has
it's-
missed it, the VAR have got a duty to bring the play back.
And at least ask the referee to come to the monitor to
have a
review.
look. Yes.
Yes,
I
and
think
considering
Takalani-
how long the man was down also in
Takalani
the box.
Manuleka is being unfair because he's saying Mahopa is a liability going forward. Would you replace him with Zakele Lepasa now? Because Zakele knows how to.
But Bafana are still playing long balls into Makopa. So if you're playing the long balls over that Morocco back line, then maybe Lepasa to run onto. But Makopa is important for holding up play, which would then bring in Zwane, like I've been saying, is the key point. So I think you have to give Makopa more time to bring other players into this game.
Hey, Bola Mposa looks
There you
like
go.
he's-
Mokoena connecting nicely with Zwane there, getting the ball out of defense. I think we need to see more of that.
But then again.
But did you
looks like
realize
with
that the
press
ball then
that's
stays
happening-
here and we really do struggle making an impact come into. See, once again, when you get into their half,
Morocco are doing an excellent
exactly.
job, though. I
we
mean,
really struggle when we get here.
and there's opportunities. I mean, they're half chances. They're
They're literally
Yeah.
forcing us to play long balls.
Yes, and our best bet really is going to have to score, not even close to the box. Because that's when Mokoena has to really then step in, because it's hard for us to even get as close to the 18th area.
Woo! That was close. Woo.
Danger.
This is a goal. Oh,
That is
top tier
very
defending.
good defending
Deflection. Just
in terms of forcing the player wide and not allowing him the opportunity to come in field. That
And
is very good
the,
defending.
the interesting thing about it is there was a level of selfishness. I think at some point a shot should have been taken for Morocco. Right, finesse. If you play FIFA,
There.
you know what I'm talking about.
There.
Second
one.
R1's that's a goal.
And then
But he
we
wanted
start
to
to
go
then
for-
we start to say that
Wanted to
maybe
go
there
for
is a
glory.
lack of
wanted to go
confidence
for
like that.
We wanted to go for
Yes.
glory, but then again, like I said, it's those tournaments whereby he probably plays for Morocco, Mapona FC in Morocco there. So he's looking for like the big contract.
What's his name?
Moses and Lala saying that Machopa is very important in front, keeps
What's
them
his
on
name,
their
this boy?
toes.
Who?
The managers almost scored.
I don't know his name.
Adli,
Adli.
number 21 for
Adli,
Morocco.
Okay, I just want to see something.
Or where does he play?
Yes,
Mapona.
yes, my darling.
Oh, okay. Again, Morocco. I
Oh,
was
cheaply giving away possession, and this is a threatening attack for Morocco.
But I think we've got
We don't quite have the numbers back in the way we would have liked. And it causes an opportunity at goal, which Morocco...
Adli plays for
Morocco-
Bayern Leverkusen.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe for the second team. I kid. Look, Morocco don't look like they're like the lions that don't have teeth going forward.
They must eat mdocho there in front.
But defensively, they are on point.
Yeah, defensively they're on point because they've got the numbers. Every time we've got the ball or Morena push forwards, they've got like 2 defenders on him, and then that forces him to just cross the ball without even having the support of other players.
Yeah, no, for sure.
As the first half starts drawing to a close, I think Morocco have certainly been in the ascendancy.
Yeah, still, I hear you, but they still...
We're not threatening at all in the final third.
They're not either. So I was actually thinking, this is what I wanted to ask earlier on. Actually, I just forgot because I got distracted by the cooling break. In that, in the second half, should our strategy be more a case of also pressing them like they are pressing us? The minute we have the ball, they're already on us. Or should we do more of the same? Because at the rate things are going, either Morocco are going to get an odd goal and win by a goal to 0, or this game is going to extra time.
Yeah, look, I mean, if we continue playing like this, I don't see how we're going to create that goal. You know,
Lord and Vala.
your changes needs to be made. I think.
But which changes? Who do you bring? Who do you drop?
Look, I think evidence have shown the first 45 minutes that is struggling a little bit. I think Lipasa is a little bit more enterprising than Mokopa is. Yes, Mokopa has got the era strength. Oh man, please.
And that was a Len Moleko short rant brought to you by Betway, where you get way more.
One word rant.
Jesse would like to know how Len Moleko rates Mvala thus far.
Lord Vala. For me, defensively, for Bafana in this game, actually throughout this tournament, he's been very enterprising. He's been very solid at the back. True. And in fact, I think if we had the combo of Mvala and Grankekana in the first game, I don't think we would have found ourselves where we ended up.
Percy Tau doing well defensively there.
Hey, look, he came.
And Zwane showing some beautiful skill. But he's got 4 players on him right away.
Exactly.
And you can see that's part of Morocco's game plan.
Yes.
If Zwane's on the ball, close him down quickly.
Because they know that's the only, is only our only hope in terms of creativity.
Yes,
and the sad thing about Zwane is he's not about speed. He's about footwork and making the ball do the work.
And the vision and the reading of the game.
Yes, and Amrabat, he is on the back of Zwane. Everywhere he goes is there.
Yeah, Amrabat's doing an excellent defensive job. I mean, tactically, Morocco have got this dead on so far. And in terms of executing the tactics, that's the other element, right? It's one thing for the manager to lay things out tactically, but the team
ref, come on. That should be a foul, ref. Come on.
Morocco have ultimately earned. They're picking up the ball.
Some space.
Mokwena.
A little bit of space.
Mokwena
But
again.
that's where you need to be clean.
Percy Tau needs to do more there.
You see, these guys are defending in numbers like
clean.
you have. So 5-4.
Basically, the entire team is there right
If
now.
you don't pull that back after the advantage, surely. Come on.
And I think what's killing Morocco, I think from their game plan. What's killing Morocco from their game plan, because they defend in such large numbers, when they have to transition from defense into attack, they don't have enough numbers to actually go for it and actually go hurt us.
Because they have too much going on in the back.
Because too many of their players are actually sitting. Like now, we just literally counted 9 inside the box.
And maybe that is their strategy.
So
It's halftime.
it's halftime in Cote d'Ivoire with the scores at Morocco 0, Bafana 0.
Can this game finish in 90 minutes? Me, I want to go home. I don't want to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. I already did that yesterday with Senegal and Ivory Coast.
This game
No, it's
needs
called a cooling
a
break.
24 of Chiller's Punch and coffee with skim milk, Len. Black Hole saying, well played, Bafana, not too bad. I actually have to agree. It's not been...
It was not too bad.
It's not too bad. And it's easy to forget through our commentary because we've been somewhat critical of Bafana throughout the first half, Len. But it's easy to forget that they're playing against the best team on the continent.
No, granted. And looking at some of the chances that we created in like little pockets, nyana, little spaces, it's signs of promise. If anything, on paper, you would have put your money on Morocco leading Bafana by 2-0 at this current point, at halftime. I mean, this is a team that was at the World Cup, beat the likes of Spain,
Portugal in the quarterfinals.
Yes, and they found themselves finishing in 4th place at the FIFA World Cup, and that's where you play the big dogs. But in this match, South Africa have managed to contain them. South Africa have, yes, we've had moment of nervousness in terms of what we were doing. That offside goal, the opening that Adli had now just before halftime, that was like a moment of nervousness. But in all fairness, how much did Ronwen Williams actually do in the first half?
I don't remember a single opportunity for Morocco. Perhaps the one from Adli, perhaps. But even that was a half.
Actually, the one where I think it was almost like a one-on-one of sorts, and he was actually able to.
Oh yeah, and Ronwen Williams closed it down.
Yes,
quickly.
he closed
I
it
think
down.
that's the one moment where Williams was threatened.
Yeah, Wabana, that one and the Adli one. Yes, those,
But even that one was offside in the first place anyway.
I actually
the
think
Williams
Bono had more to do
in a way than Williams.
than Williams.
At least collecting crosses and
Yes.
things. He sort of did. I don't think, I mean, there's no chances to speak of for Bafana really. I mean, the Mokoena shot from range that dipped just in front of Bono.
and he had to work.
He had to work
so
for that.
with that save, I don't think Ronwen had something that worrying like Bono had.
Goffa saying Zwane is Bafana. And then I also did see Jesse saying, Marco, there are no best teams in this tournament. We are all the same. It's anyone's game. And that is true. And we've seen that over and over in the tournament so far. And Vuyo saying, so far, so good, boys. You can't disagree. You know, the possession has been fairly similar. No shots on target for Morocco, 1 shot on target for SA, saying Gift. It's hard to not look at those stats and feel like there's a sense of promise for Bafana going into the second half, especially because Morocco, what do they change? Do you know what I'm saying? What opportunity does the manager have now at halftime to really say, okay, this is what we're going to change and that's going to change the game for us?
What do they have?
You know, well, not just off the bench, not just looking at the bench. It's just the opportunity for the manager to say, okay, boys, go out, change this and this and this, and the game will improve. I think that the Morocco manager will say, boys, more of the same, but let's be more clinical. But I think Hugo Bruce can look at this game and say, here's 1 or 2 subtle changes we can make that will make us more enterprising going forward. And here's 1 or 2 things we have to watch out for when defending. So perhaps the second half could be an even better half for Bafana. We know that they do start every half slowly so far in this tournament, whether it be the first or second.
I'm just worried about our creativity. It's nowhere, and Look, I think we saw a glimpse of what we can be in the last, I think, 2 minutes of
Added time.
at the time in the first half. This is what we need going forward. We need to have the confidence to hold the ball in the half, knock those passes, create passage, and create those chances for ourselves. Other than that, I don't see us scoring, because there's no creativity there at all.
Faraya Patrick Guede saying, is Hugo capable of that? I think we have to give Hugo Bruce a little bit of
Credit.
He has been tactically
Not too bad.
He's been willing to adjust his side in ways that we haven't seen as much in AFCON altogether, where managers are prepared to make adjustments. Teams sort of go out and play their game their way. And maybe that's why some of the bigger sides have been falling victim to some of the smaller sides in this tournament. And I say bigger and smaller sides with all due respect, because I think it's been a very competitive tournament. The smaller sides aren't smaller sides. The one stat that stands out there for me ever so slightly is the 2 yellow cards.
That's a bit worrying. Let me actually go speak to my ancestors. They said at halftime I must have a chat with them.
Okay.
So that they give me guidance on how to speak.
Luton 4-0 Brighton.
Oh, lo.
Imagine how much you would have made on Betway with that.
You would get way more.
Yeah.
But then again,
and Newcastle playing away and still being able to score 2-0 against Villa.
Speaking of Betway and placing your bets with Betway, you can now recharge your Betway bucks at Pick n Pay, Checkers, and several other outlets throughout the country.
A boxer.
That's cool. Because the other day, the phone that I used to do my Betway thing with, right? It was not charging, and I wanted to bet, right? But I couldn't, and I was looking for oh my gosh, where can I go and buy? And I didn't want to phone Super Sub to boost me up, because he was gonna say,
Are you making this shit up, bro?
Gamble responsible.
Are you making this up?
No, for real, it happened.
That happened in real life?
It did, yes, in real
Wow,
life over the weekend. I promise you. Ask him. I phoned him. Super Sub.
So you can get
So
your
guys, may I
Betway
just
bucks
ask-
at Pick n Pay, Nedbank,
And
Checkers,
Boxer?
and ShopRite stores nationwide.
So no
Lovely.
boxer. And Cambridge food. Anyway,
You need a cooling break. Super Sub is yawning.
guys,
Yo,
so people are saying we should go into
people.
people are saying we should go into penalties. Do you
Is
think
this
we would
hot?
be
These guys
it's
is
hot in here,
yawning.
bro? I know you don't even have the lights on you.
huh? What light?
So anyway, I'm asking if you go into penalties. Hey, man.
Go speak to your ancestors, please.
Let me go speak to my answer.
Because I think they're calling you and you're busy here being funny.
I'm saying penalties, guys. If we do go into penalties, what are our chances? What do you think?
Look, penalties can be anyone's game, when it goes to penalties. I mean, it's a
Is it
50-50.
really?
It is, honestly speaking, it is. I mean, it's not a given that Morocco will take it if we go to penalties. It's also not a given that we'll take it. But
So why are people then going on about
look,
wanting
they're
us
looking at
to-
maybe that could be our only chance
only
to
chance.
advance, But look, I mean, I don't think we need to press the panic buttons. Yes, I think Morocco were a little bit threatening going into the final third, but both teams, if we are being fair, they were not really that enterprising on the final third. Marco, and also, I mean, look at Morocco. They didn't even have a shot on target. So it just goes to show you that they are not as threatening on the final third as they will usually be. So I think we just need to stay compact and create and be a little bit creative, like we were in the last 2 minutes of at that time.
Yeah.
I think we might find ourselves in a good position, or even force errors in the box.
Yes, because I think we've already established that, the defense is solid, but there needs to be creative ways in order for us to at least get a goal out of this. A message coming from Dade Pharaoh, and he says, Tanzanian married to South African woman watching the Bafana all the way in Chicago. Bafana will win, sending many love. Me, HR, and our children. Re for Bafana win. Hey, guys.
Thank you. We love you guys.
I think there's something I picked out in these highlights is Mokoena had that shot from distance, and we've been applauding the shot, etc. But we aren't the only ones applauding the shot. Moreno applauded immediately the shot, even though he was making the run into the box. And it seems like, normally a player who's run into the box and a shot from distance has come in and it's not converted into a goal, of course, would be a source of frustration that the pass or the cross didn't come in instead of the shot. But Moreno applauding it right away, and I couldn't agree more, because that long-range shot from Mokoena that dipped just in front of the goalkeeper can parry that out in any which direction. On this occasion, the goalkeeper managed to parry it wide, but taking that sort of dipping shot in front of the goalkeeper where it bounces in front of him, he cannot gather that ball. And to parry it out into the oncoming attackers is a very good option for creating opportunities.
By the way, Saka just scored the second goal for Arsenal. Congratulations. Jesus scored the first one, Gabriel. And Saka just scored just now in the 72nd minute.
Yeah, look, changes.
Let's
Let's talk about possible changes, Marco, for Bafana. I would like to see at least Lepasa coming in from Mahopa. Look, I mean, I feel like Tau, he is there and he is this esteemed player that we all love, but I don't think he's giving much in this game. And I think a player like Mayambela or even Maseko can come on and give us a little bit more than Tau is giving right now, because I'm not seeing him in this game at all. And many would say, a player like that, you don't just substitute because they will get what you call a moment of brilliance there and there, and they can be a difference in the game. But I honestly think when it comes to changes, we need to look at
Mayambela might be a good, because there's an excellent attacking midfielder, Mayambela, and that's something we need right now.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to look at. But
yeah.
I couldn't agree more. I don't expect any changes at halftime, but it also wouldn't shock me to see Makopa replaced by Lepasa, just to bring something different. Not because Makopa has done anything wrong. Like we said, he's been feeding off scraps. He's been making his runs. He's been doing his bit for the team.
Yeah.
But Lepasa might bring that something different to the attack and be able to play maybe that little bit of tiki-taka with Zwane.
yeah, because he's very good with that as well.
Yes, so that might be the space for the tiki-taka. We brought it up early on, and you said there were concerns with the tiki-taka, especially in defense, where you're losing the ball and leaving yourself vulnerable.
Yeah.
But
Yes, Makado saying that Maseko will keep Hakim at bay or at back, and when he oversteps, it's Mudiba to defend and not Tau. So, okay, interesting one.
yes, that could be interesting. And I mean, Morena or
Maseko is a runner. That's the other thing. He's got speed.
Maseko, would you be placing him direct swap for Percy Tau if you were to bring him in? Like for like, left wing?
Yeah, because I don't think that we've got a problem on the other right wing. I think Morena is doing fairly a good job. He's running forward. We've seen him putting in a few crosses better than
And
Tau
making his
is.
way into the box.
And making his way into the box, and also he's also tracking back, so he's giving more going forward and even giving more defensively. So I think the only lacking side, and that is the side that Morocco is exploring, it's our left side.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be the more likely change from me at this point. I think Makopa needs another 10-15 minutes in the second half before bringing in Lepasa. But
Definitely.
I think the only hope is that you're not waiting to concede a goal before making the changes.
Yes,
Right?
definitely.
I'd like to keep the squad the same for 10-15 minutes in the second half. And there's a Moroccan player warming up. And it looks like that will be the change
But
at
the
halftime.
other thing we need to do, because considering also that our defense is put on some pressure, we need to substitute one of our yellow cards. We don't want to get a red.
But that's a problem. Oh, hi, I'm back.
Oh, hello.
That's the problem in that we make those changes, right? It means like for like, you're most likely going to bring on,
Mobi.
and I don't trust Mobi.
Okolu.
Given the first game, I don't trust either of them.
Yeah.
Yes, I know they were called into the national team on merit.
Yes.
But at this stage, and from what we've seen already, they are not mixture.
So the player warming up for Morocco, who looks like he will be having his introduction in his team, as we see Percy Tau still there, so no changes made on Bafana side. But the player coming in for
Percy
Morocco
won't get
is
subbed.
Ismail Saibari. He is the Spanish-born Moroccan national team player. He's 23 years old. As an attacking midfielder, he plays for Dutch Eredivisie club PSV Eindhoven.
And it makes sense why they're bringing in an attacking midfielder. It's because in the final third, they're also not as creative as they like to be. So they're
Exactly.
making those changes, they're
Yeah.
being proactive, And on the other side, I think that's something that we also need to look at because, we're not really, really creative there.
Yeah, Morocco really did put all the ducks, all the eggs in that basket there at the back.
The ducks in a basket.
Okay,
Would they fit?
mathematician.
Would they fit?
King, thank you for the update. Adebayo has a hat-trick against Brighton. Wow. Who saw
Nice.
that coming? I don't know why I went onto my
How you
Betway
feel about
picks and then
officiating,
bet
guys?
against Luton at home.
Look, officiating has been good. I don't
Well,
think.
I mean, they logic had dictated they playing against Brighton. I
A
mean,
strong Brighton side, but every team has struggled going to Luton, whether it be Liverpool, Arsenal, anyone. Chelsea struggled over at Luton. So I think that's sure. I'll be very reluctant to bet against Luton at home now going forward in the rest of the season.
Tembam Shishizwane.
So
Question I wanted to ask. Sorry, Marco.
sure, go ahead.
Looking at how Morocco applied themselves in the first half, did you get a sense that they perhaps not wanting to finish the gas? Because yes, in as much as they were pressing us, but they were not very adventurous going forward and trying to push. Also taking into account that, like I spoke about it earlier on, the conditions are not necessarily favorable to them in terms of weather, it's hot and all of that jazz. So they almost like, okay, cool.
They're conserving their energy.
But I'm get three.
Sir Fox saying Maseko can keep Hakimi on his toes because he has the speed.
I agree.
That's what
I
I'm
agree
saying
with
about
that
Maseko.
because that's what I'm
Fast.
saying. Pesitao is not keeping Hakimi busy
Yeah.
at all. And Pesitao is not giving much when we are defending, So
Sir Fox says we never read his comments.
unfortunately, it might be the
just
player
read
that
one
Okay,
now.
might
we
have
just
to
read Sir
sacrifice.
Fox as we
Sorry,
you
sir.
mentioned his name. So
Sorry, Sir Fox. That we might have read your comments after.
And again, also the coach might not want to make changes too early because there's a possibility of extra time. Those are things that coaches actually consider in games
Yeah,
like this.
true.
It's 5, right?
It should be.
What's 5?
The subs that you can bring on.
Oh,
It should
yes.
be.
Yes.
now the new
Yes.
rules, yes.
Since COVID. So, I mean, the game has been underway. And Kekana and Mvala passing the ball between them, and then a long ball forward for Zwane to pick up. But Amrabat once again all over Zwane, free kick. So winning the ball, guarding the ball well. Amrabat's had a great game so far in terms of what his job is. And I said this when he joined Man United at first, and I said that I had concerns with him going forward, and I could see clearly why Man United wanted to bring him in terms of breaking up play defensively. He's not been very successful at Man United, but in this game, you can see why they went for him. He's showing a lot of quality and tactical nous.
And remember, Marco, that AFCON is also an opportunity for many players to showcase, their talent and what they are capable of doing. So,
the
if
high
you're not
stage.
precisely, so if you're not going to show your best footing here, then it's downhill for you.
2 comments that I actually want to pick up. One from Leraton Glovu saying sitting with 2 yellow cards and not substituting one of them is playing with a broken
Exactly.
leg.
Yeah.
Accept
you're playing
a
around.
red flag from a slight thing, and that will give Morocco a chance. So good luck making the comment was not
A
finished.
strategy of an own goal for yourselves. Yeah, he didn't.
Yes.
And the other one I want to pick out, I don't know if you had the same one in mind, is Azile
Yes,
Nkusani.
that was the next
Morocco
one,
is missing Ziyech, and we haven't mentioned that yet. And he has a great opportunity for Morocco. That's the best opportunity of the game so far. And Unahi
Best clear opportunity. And he had all the time, to place the ball.
And some space.
and
Are they
his
making
technique
1 or
lets
2
him
more?
down on the half volley.
one or two passes more than they're supposed to, and it was the same ailment that they kind of had in the first half as well.
Should have, but I think that the pass was a little bit strong.
No, I think it's just ball control. If you had better ball control, and the technique on the half volley wasn't great, so I think you can't. I wouldn't say that was too many passes.
Do you see the
it was a good opportunity.
They're not giving us time on the ball,
and then that's why Bafana have to resort to. And there we see the example of where MacG is strong. Is retaining possession when the long ball is brought up the field.
It doesn't honestly feel like we're playing the number 1 ranked team in Africa right now.
Yeah, well, look, it's number
It
1
doesn't
against
feel
number
that
12.
way though.
But still, they're not looking like they're the number 1 team.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't feel like we're playing in number 1.
2K SA, Manu has nothing to do with this game. Hi, can we leave my team alone for 1 minute? I'm with you on that one. I'm also a Man United fan. I'm sorry. I won't bring us up again.
Okay, there's a level of intensity that Morocco is showing. But what I like about it is it looks like they've got more numbers going forward now, which in a way is...
It opens up for us at the
It
back.
opens up for us at the back, and they don't have as many numbers at the back as they did in the first half.
Clever play there by Mokoena.
But with a chance from the one that was missed now by Unai, it looked like Ronwen had it covered.
He's cooking, but I mean, where's the meal?
Yeah, I think if he's first, he'll be as disappointed as anyone with the first touch in that in particular. And then the technique on the half volley as well, he probably would feel he could have done better. The one thing I picked out here is the importance of Mokoena to bring the ball back out from defense. But Morocco are immense in the second half, the start of the second half.
So the way they are actually, that should not be... Keep it
My
moving.
phone's gonna die.
Keep it moving.
Tabang, may I please have my
That's
cable
a foul.
friend?
That's a foul. That's a foul. Thank you very much. So what I'm seeing now is what Morocco is doing is it's
Not give a penalty.
it can't be. And if they actually go check that, that would not be fair because our one should have been checked.
That's not how it works, Len.
Now Isaac's saying if we lose, it's Danny's fault. I don't care. I don't care.
I saw that.
Look, hey man, somebody gotta be booked. I mean, somebody gotta be blamed.
It's his fault, eh?
No, I think that would be a very soft penalty.
Not even soft.
He
like
should check.
it's,
Yeah, I mean,
There was no.
he's going down before the contact.
yeah. Challenge was very flaccid.
Wow.
I mean, that's 50-50
Exactly.
upper body weight. It's
No, I'm sorry. When you say flaccid, I always think about like, you know, something that's not whatever.
Okay. It's okay. But that should not be checked.
no.
Because I saw the coaching staff, the Morocco coaching staff, looked like they were very excited on the bench. So, Riman, it's not my fault that I'm tall. How? And you are not.
Be careful, Moleko. You're in good with the ballers right
I
now.
feel
But
so.
if you treat Tsepi
You
badly,
don't
they'll
come
come
for
for
me.
you.
Like Morocco's coming for Bafana.
Do not come for me if I do not call for you. Okay?
There's too many
Nah, there
replays
was
of this thing.
bro. No, but no.
There's too many replays of this thing that's actually making me a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit nervous as well, but
But I have faith in Ronwen.
it will be soft, man. It will be soft.
And why is he holding his neck? Because he was not.
But he knows what
The
happened.
push was at the back. It was on his
Nah,
back.
the check has been made by VAR and nothing further will occur.
Danko?
But hey, it's where's Rulani with his notes? In the 64th minute, there was a tackle on Mutau. The referee overlooked it. Do you remember that?
Yeah, when he brought notes in there.
Yes.
It was CAF Champions League, eh?
It was AFL.
Oh, that's a
Against
good
Al-
idea.
it was AFL
Marco,
against Al
I think
Ahly.
we need to have a live score on the screen. Just a live
Guys,
score.
We're
please.
still working on that. But the score is
Yeah.
0-0 currently.
Yeah.
As
That would be
South
dope.
Africa is making its way and trying to.
I do my best, ballers. Sometimes
We try.
I'm 35 years old. Sometimes technically I'm not the greatest, but I will endeavor to bring you
Is
scores.
that your football age or
Is that your real
Oh,
age
your
or football
podcasting age.
Oh, podcasting.
That is so funny.
My fear is this game is going to go to penalties. If
Why-
not,
Why
it's
are
going to
you
go to
fearful?
extra time.
The way things
Extra
are
time,
going,
man.
Because it does
How
not
fit
look.
are we?
This game does not look like it's got a goal in it.
For it to get to penalties, must go through extra
That's
time.
what I'm saying. How fit are we?
I think for
Obvious.
I don't know if Bafana would be
What do you
too
mean
upset
obvious,
with
friend?
if you offered them penalties right now. I don't know if I would be inclined to take it.
There's a lot of people.
But
who
like you
actually-
said, you want to be in bed early, so come,
Yes, I'm
Bafana, just
old.
wrap it up early.
Yeah, no.
I've got Lobola to negotiate tomorrow.
All
With
of
my
it.
uncle hat.
Mini cows.
Yes. No, I'm selling Tepi tomorrow.
The
Okay, no.
the
Start
account-
your bidding. Start your bidding. Hey, start your bids, ballers.
Yo, don't be weird. Like, yo.
Aerial balls again, not gonna work. But then
Not gonna
again,
work, but-
we can't play them on the ground as well because
But
that
I
door
mean-
is shut.
At least now we're starting to win the what do you call the second
The
balls.
second ball.
No, Isaac's 35. Marco, you can do a season at Sundowns. Yeah, I got one left in me.
As a ball boy or as first team or on the
Definitely
bench?
not a ball boy. I don't have the physicality.
Anymore.
I don't have the energy for ball boy. But I tell you what, Mokoena has the energy for this game. He's all over the place.
Yeah, he's
I've
got
been
the-
really
he's-
impressed with
He's got the
Mokoena.
looks as well, man.
See, with him and Vala, yo, you too.
Hey, so
Or was it you actually sent me a message?
Oh, you also think it's hot? How
no,
do
no,
you
no, 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 no. When I say you too, because somebody else said the same thing to me today, because I think one of the
But the one thing, yeah, I mean, he's a cute boy, but I don't like this whole thing in mustache situation. He looks like Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Sir Fox says 100,000. He's opened the bidding at 100,000 for Tepi.
Tshepisa Lobola.
Retlabua.
Yeah, I
it's
haven't-
too little.
I haven't okayed anything yet.
It's too little. We kid, she's not for sale. Moving along.
Duh.
No, like even if they bid, we're not taking bids.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
like,
bids are closed.
Duh. Yeah?
But we
They closed.
we're
They
curious
were
for
never
the
open
amount.
to start with.
Well, I did. Felt fun to do it.
So
There's a faces of worry there by the Moroccan bench there.
As they should.
I agree, as they should. Even though they've started the second half better and created more opportunities, Mokoena once again an absolute warrior. If I'm right, that
That's
may have been
Sitole.
Sitole. My
That's
apologies.
2, 4,
And now
5,
Percy Tau has an
7.
opportunity
But you
to
see,
show us what he
it's-
can do.
But you see, they're
Oh,
opening
such
the
a
doors
hard
now.
pass
The
at
doors are
Zwane.
opening, and I like that.
Tau
They
once
are
again
opening,
disappointing there.
but there's that pass that Super Sub was alluding to it earlier on. It's like we get to their half and it's almost like we don't know what to do.
Another substitution from the Morocco bench.
Desperation. I don't think it's game plan.
Isn't it the same guy?
Who was warming up?
Yeah, Siabari. Siabari or something.
Sibari or Siabari.
Sibari through Tepi.
Give that man a bells.
Ismail Saibari.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
He may have been. I didn't see the actual substitution take place that I thought would happen at halftime, so it may be that change.
I
Yeah,
saw a
so he
comment-
was still warming up at that time.
I saw a comment which I don't want to respond to. I'm just going to watch the game. But it's fine. Let's see how we apply ourselves.
Yes, baby. And that is Makopa's goal. And it's the first goal of the tournament for Makopa.
The evidence is there. The evidence is there.
The man that we were calling for him to go out.
Let's see if there's any offside rulings or anything, but it's great to see a goal in the back of the net and
Anyway.
Makopa with the...
I saw the doors.
Have we
opening,
seen
though.
many opportunities for Makopa in this tournament?
No, this is probably outside of the one where Percy was supposed to pass him.
Offside, guys? Why are they
Komota
dancing
one.
Look
like
at dance. Never.
Why are they dancing? Like,
Why are this Komota ring? Hey.
Never.
hey, we can't take you anywhere. South Africans.
No, big ups.
Wait,
nice one.
wait.
No.
Maybe
The guy at
called
the
offside.
bottom actually, he
You played him on
he
side.
played him on side. He put him on our studios.
I will dance more than
Yeah.
anybody's dancing. I'll do those same moves now as soon as I see the goal completely confirmed. It's I believe it will be offside ever so slightly.
Is it?
Marco, don't do that.
It's a great finish. It's a great finish from Makopa and it'll give us some hope at the very least.
Goal stands. Tabang, shut up.
Danko shots.
Well,
it did look very tight, but that's delightful to see.
Yeah, now the
Super
game.
sub, let's hear the excitement in your voice. The goal
So
stands.
now the game is gonna open up, and I think we need to pounce more. It's gonna because now Morocco is gonna be forced to push.
yes. But would you not be
Can
worried?
they not equalize now?
Would you not be worried that this is where they're actually going to be more dangerous?
That's what I'm saying.
Morocco.
They are gonna be more dangerous.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is
We have to expect Morocco to come,
But if they come, then at least they open up also at the back.
but they're coming to Sundowns.
wow.
Man.
That back five is Sundowns.
Man.
Mokwena warrior once again, and you love to see it, and that's exactly what Bafana is going to need for the remainder of this fixture, is for that warrior mentality to come out all across the pitch.
Game management is going to be very important now.
True.
Okay, Marco, let's see the dance.
Which dance?
Hey, the goal stood. I said I'm going to dance.
Oh, okay.
What dance? Skomota dance.
Skomota dance.
Dancing like a white boy.
Hey, that's nice one. Nice one. So what I think I'm going to like about this is the fact that Morocco are our daily breeds, guys. I told you guys. Don't be worried, man.
So I think Morocco are going to make opportunities.
These
Bafana
North
need-
Africans, they shoot from anywhere.
it's a
Remember
wonderful
the
piece of
comments?
You
skill.
really love pizza, eh?
No. That was a comment from
Hero.
one. There was a commentator.
Oh, by the way, congratulations to Peter on his new job, yo.
Yeah, no, look. I mean,
Did we mention that at the beginning?
but
of
I
the
feel
show?
like
We
he's
did
always
not.
selling
Just
himself
vibes.
short.
I'm
eh?
surprised you didn't mention your favorite person.
Your center right back to FNB. Wow.
Hey, Marcus. I feel I don't know.
Why are you calling me by
Hey.
my VIN number, dog?
Hey.
Well, that's your name.
Hey,
I'll
okay.
come up with a better dance. Sorry.
Okay.
I was excited and watching the game.
Alata ele botladi.
Yo, you took me straight to being. You just made me an outlaw, eh?
Literally.
But anyway,
That is your. That's how I call you, though.
it's fine. It's fine. I'll also let it slip and just hoy in your name there somewhere.
Which one? I've got so many.
Okay, super sub.
Okay,
thank
super.
It's okay. It's all good.
So I was saying that I feel like Pizzo, because we're talking about
Adli's
Zico.
out.
But he fought a
And
good
there
fight.
is the
Saibari
Sabari
is in, yes.
change that we mentioned. So now this is what we were saying about substitutions coming after the goal, and what I was saying about Bafana, where I said I wanted to hold the team for 10 or so minutes and hopefully not need to make the changes after conceding a goal. And that's exactly what's happened to Morocco.
Do you park or do you?
I think there needs to be an element of both, right? You need to,
But how good are we at parking?
we need to be defensively astute. Let's put it that way.
Marco, they say you must stick to podcasting. But anyway,
I must. Couldn't agree more.
and playing for Sundowns for one season. Morocco is seeing too much of the ball, and this is where a Lepasa would be necessary. I would actually, I know it doesn't make sense. I would bring him on to almost be like,
Communication with the keeper. That was the keeper's ball.
Yeah, so a little bit of nerves.
the nerves. You know, there's, and I think I heard this in commentary when I was playing FIFA. Like back in the days. Shorts, we don't need commentators. It's fine. When they say a team is most vulnerable to conceding a goal
After scoring.
after scoring a goal.
Sir Alex Ferguson quote.
That's what I said.
Yes.
Just wanna get it. Can they not score a goal just
So
after
I get what you're saying about Lepasa being ideal for the counter attack.
Yes.
But, you know, a lot of quality from Morocco, but you see the Bafana players putting in all the effort to get back, which is great to see.
Hey, but it does not look like we've got enough numbers, eh?
Mm.
There we go. You know, some scrappy defending is sometimes required.
Yep. But
Can we just get the ball out of our half?
And keep
that's the
possession
thing.
for a little bit.
the ball has been in our half for too long.
Mudau's done excellent there once again.
So we've got like a commentator and then we're watching the game, but the commentator is commentating before we see what happens. Now we're sitting there in tenterhooks on some
Bona supposed to reprimand him.
okay.
Are we all excited here?
Reprimanding.
The chief from the subs bench.
ZA Dash post saying it's obvious Morocco will score. Sibusiso Zwane saying we need Maseko. Morocco is going to be vulnerable at the back. That I don't dispute.
Now we need Maseko. We need somebody that can hold that player that ball when we're countering like this, you know?
Exactly.
That's a yellow card offense.
That has to be a yellow card for Amrabat.
But
A lot of players down on the ground. They're putting a lot into this.
Yeah, legs are going because the intensity of the game has just increased.
it went up, yes. But the interesting thing is who's going to fold first from that intensity?
We'll see.
I mean, you're in the advantageous position of having the goal up. So Morocco will be vulnerable as they press to the counter attack. We know this. And, blatant foul.
It's a professional foul, they say. Taking one for the team.
And then accusing of a dive. But this is
That does
also
not look good.
speaking about professionality. That's perhaps the uglier side of the game, as we see substitution being
Maseko
prepared.
getting ready.
Being readied. Is that evidence?
That's evidence on the floor.
That was never offside. All day, every day. That's a goal, Baba.
Yeah, boo.
Oh, Arsenal won. I'm happy. Not that I care.
I'm
now
very
you
happy
wanna
for
talk
you.
about Arsenal.
No, I'm just giving the results for those that don't know. Now, actually, you were talking about Luton.
I did mention Arsenal. Oh, you had gone to speak with your ancestors.
Yes. How? Or did he get injured while celebrating? While scomotoring? I'm asking.
No, he was fouled now on that counter press.
No, I saw. I was just trying to be weird and funny. But big ups to evidence. Like that finish was clean. And now we just need to be very...
Newcastle just scored another one. There was a big chance. So it's a 3-0 against Villa.
Yeah, I told you Villa were the pretenders to the throne that they were sitting
And
on.
they all scored by Shaw.
Yeah, no.
Guys, I'm very quiet. I'm very nervous.
Same here, bro.
I think like literally even the ballers are nervous, except for those that say South Africa must lose.
Who are those saying
They're
that
not
we
real
must
ballers.
lose?
There's quite a number of them.
Why are they saying we must lose?
Are you still ballers? You welcome, yeah, but
Yeah, it's a free space, this, eh?
I know it's free.
Your opinion matters.
I even saw one of the ballers typing in Arabic. I obviously couldn't read because I can't read Arabic.
But you can translate, Mus.
No, it's fine. I just looked at it.
Aaron saying we need to be solid at the back now. Absolutely.
Definitely.
standard.
We need to
Can
be
we
solid
score
at the
another
back.
goal and then be
I am
solid?
Jason saying Tal must not start against Cape Verde.
Wow. So we're already through.
Yeah.
Are we through?
Hey, but it's Cape Verde that I'm more afraid of.
Right, but Mauritania brought their game as well. I saw how
No, true.
vulnerable they can be when they're under attack.
Gift Real Jim, Villa to lose at home in a million games. The first loss at home.
Yeah. Again, the minute you drop your head and you...
That's beautiful. We're starting to win those balls in the middle of the park.
But we're not doing anything with the position. The minute we get possession, we lose it. That's not what I'm comfortable with.
Azwane.
And
Eva.
what I'm...
But that's been our
Oh,
downfall.
beautiful piece
what
of
a
skin.
move.
And through.
Come
more,
on.
more on that pass
I
and
think
Tal would be
Pacey should
through.
have actually waited for that pass and not run ahead of it.
I
Because there was
disagree.
not enough weight on that pass.
No, but that
But it
was
was
a poor
probably
pass.
anticipating, man.
Defensively, yes, we look shaky, but so far so good.
Morocco is opening up. We just need a player that can rip them apart.
That's the thing. So Emaseko and Lepasa coming on would not be such a bad idea.
True.
I think let's give it another 15 minutes. You don't want to unsettle the side with fresh players when the game's in this state.
Have you now noticed in the second half, especially after the goal, Tambazwane is starting to see more of the ball?
Yeah, because Morocco is opening up and they're,
Yes.
they're opening up and that gives space for him as well.
So a quick Premier League update. as the game cools off and Bafana have some control over the ball.
When is the next cooling break?
The Nottingham Forest Arsenal game finished with Arsenal winning the game 2-1. Fulham and Everton still locked level at the 85th minute at 0-0. Luton Town in the 80th minute 4-0 up on Brighton. No one saw that sort of scoreline coming. Crystal Palace leading 3-2 against Sheffield United at home. And Aston Villa against Newcastle. How's about this at Villa Park? Newcastle leading 3-0 in the 52nd minute. Aston Villa.
I love that for
good
them.
evening, good evening, good evening to you.
I love that for Newcastle.
Yeah, I mean, Newcastle.
Villa out there messing my bed sleep. You know what?
I lost it at Luton already. But next week is another week. This weekend is another weekend of betting for me. And yeah, just be responsible with your betting, guys. It is entertainment, of course.
Of course it is.
Zulzi showing a lot of skill on that left flank. As we see the earlier opportunity saved by Ronwen Williams. Is cause for concern? I mean, Mudau is the best in the business.
Look, I think
back
if
there.
you've got one goal, if you're a goal up, the worst that can happen is
Maseko coming in.
The worst that can happen is
Well done, Zwane. He didn't have his
For
best game
Zwane?
today, though.
Yeah, Zwane.
I don't know if that's a
Yeah,
good move,
shame.
eh?
He didn't have
It's
his
probably
best
legs. So Tao will shift into the creative position.
We hope so.
I'd imagine so. Yes. Not a horrible decision. I would have loved to see Temba come into the game more.
game. Me too.
He was starting to.
He was just starting to.
But also I think it's Hugo Bruch realizing that like
He looks disappointed.
Maybe his psychology has been affected. You can see his face. He does
no,
not
his
look
passage
pleasant.
his passage of play freedom he was
Yeah.
not given. He
But
was
but we expect that from Zwane to come off a field disappointed. He's a warrior. He's
Of
a general.
course.
And immediately Maseko into the game.
and trying to do too much. Well, I suppose he does have
That's
the
what he
legs.
does, though.
But yeah, we can only but
So now Mudau being attacked once again from the fresh legs.
but he's been solid though. You see,
Absolutely.
Modau and Mvala have been proper solid at the back.
No, it's been a very impressive defensive performance from Bafana Bafana.
And even Kekana, guys.
Yeah, minus the yellow card.
Yeah.
So on our end, asking for a score and how many minutes left, it's currently 1-0 to Bafana Bafana. Can I say that again? It's currently 1-0
Yes.
to Bafana Bafana in the 70th minute.
Good.
No,
Say
the
it with your
71st
chest.
minute.
In the 71st minute.
Yes. And we have our fingers crossed and eyes dotted and just hoping that
Why did Mudau let that ball go
Exactly.
out
You
of
saw him.
play
You saw
when
him.
it's not
Like,
our throw in?
exactly.
You know?
Somi J1, what you're all talking about, Zwane got the assist. Yes, agreed.
Granted,
and we
but he
should
has
be
not-
fair, but over
I
the
mean,
entirety of
80%
the
of the
game,
game,
he
exactly.
has struggled to be involved in the game, not through fault of his own.
yes, Morocco made sure that they shut the door proper closed.
Ollie Cooper saying Mvala man of the match for me. I couldn't agree more.
No, between him and Mudau was also proper solid though, if we are being fair.
We
Especially in the
fair.
second half, Mudau was. Oh, did you get shocked?
Super sub.
What did you do?
He's working camera now.
Oh, you are a man of many talents, eh? eh?
Another sub?
That's evident.
On comes Lepasa. So Makopa,
Well done,
he
Makopa.
must be delighted to come
Well
off the
done
pitch
to
with
my
a goal.
boy. Yeah, he's done well. I mean, I had my reservations about Makopa, but he really has proven me wrong. He's done very well.
Look,
Go
I
ahead.
think Lepasa, fresh energy.
Good.
He's gonna run. He's going to be that little
He has
trouble.
a
that
nice
freak-
run.
What a finish.
It's not a goal.
No, it's not a goal. Relax. It was a free kick
But it was a
given
nice finish still.
for an arm to the face.
It was actually not even an arm to the face.
No, that seems like a fair challenge in a way. And that was a shot out of frustration because the whistle had gone already. But what a finish.
Yes, clean. That was Maseko who blasted that into the net, right? Well, I suppose it's him like just flexing, just loosening his feet and his legs. Morocco on the charge again.
Another good delivery into
But
the
they
box, but
finding-
well defended.
But they're finding themselves doing again Lord
Mvala.
Mvala.
They're finding the head of Mvala over and over again.
He's been solid though.
Absolutely
And
incredible
to think
performance.
he was actually an injury doubt leading to the tournament.
That
and
is-
we thought he was not actually gonna go
And then beyond that, he was an injury doubt for today.
for today as well.
Included in that injury doubt list was Mudau, and those are the two players you pick for man of the match.
No, definitely. They're the two standout players. Like we were saying earlier on during halftime, Ronwin did not really have much to do. The two people that you saw who were at work, like they went to the office today. It was Mvala and Mudau.
True.
But I think the spirits of the boys, it's almost like elevated.
Danger.
Communication. Because the keeper could have easily collected that ball
And it's more safer the ball with the keeper because you break down play.
and you kill the
You
momentum.
kill the momentum of the game.
Because anything with that bubbling about, anything could have happened there.
True.
But if you're not sure, make sure.
Yeah, there's also that. Again, sometimes we always say, if you're not sure, kicking the ball outside is the safest you can do.
I mean, we would prefer to see cool heads at this point, and we are seeing the game from a bird's eye view. But if
It'll be interesting to know, sorry, Marco, it'll be interesting to check the ball possession percentage because Morocco, as it stands now, looks like they are probably like 60%, 65%, and we're sitting
Yeah.
on 35.
in the last 5 minutes, definitely Morocco have dominated possession. But if you look at that deep block there from Bafana, there's a line of 6 players as the back line.
So we're
it's
doing
no
what they did in
surprise.
the first half, essentially to
well,
a degree.
No, certainly more defensive than Morocco have been at any point because Morocco had a back 4 and then 3 ahead of them.
And then 3 ahead of the 3 that was ahead
Yeah.
of the back 4.
And this is certainly a back 6 now as things stand. So Bafana just looking to hold their scoreline for a while, maybe pinch another goal on the counter attack.
Look,
And there's a high opportunity now for them to be able to do that.
the one thing I'm glad about,
Absolutely.
the one thing that I'm glad about is the fact that worst case scenario is them leveling matters, and it puts us back to where we were, and we're gonna see extra time. But at the rate things are going, 15 minutes, ballers. If you've never prayed in your life,
If you've never minyared,
if you've never minyared in your life, tonight is that night. As a belief toch.
tell Marco what is to minya.
Ish. Ballers, what is to minya?
Yeah, bowlers must translate for us. Marco, go to the comment
It's
Well,
section.
like to
it's
hold
waiting
your
for
breath.
it.
No, it's like fingers.
Yeah.
You don't minya with your breath, man.
Like when you hold your breath or when you
No.
cross fingers.
No,
When you
that's
minya.
that's too bougie.
What? And you squeeze your butt cheeks, what?
Yeah,
Yes.
when you minya, you squeeze your butt cheeks.
So, yeah, man. Ish.
Even Patrice,
Gofa Moreri saying, Tepi, I want a girlfriend who
I
loves
read
football.
that. You should have not read that out, eh?
There's many of them on the comments there. Just look properly.
He's asking if you've got someone else to suggest, like a friend that you know who loves football.
I don't have friends. That's the other thing.
Malumelen, how many hats
Guys,
do you
Tepe
have?
has no friends.
Eh?
How many of those hats do you have?
Now I've got a collection. If you wanna buy me more, you're more than welcome. Yeah.
Now Isaac's joining in with the woman references, like a woman starting slow but finishing on top, yeah?
Wow. Wow. He's on brand.
They do.
Hey,
Anyway.
we and the
The
ballers
game,
are one.
Yes.
Did you see the explanation of what is to minya, Marco, there?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah?
To be
To
on the
Minya
edge
has
of
to
your
be-
seat.
To clench your butt cheeks. guys.
Essentially, it's to minya.
Well,
You're
I suppose.
clenching. Right?
Okay.
What else?
I don't know.
Zamo saying Madrid is coming for evidence, Makopa.
I saw somebody said,
Hey, look.
FZ
Talk about
Mahopa,
ambition, guys.
the best striker in the continent.
Hey, look. It's not far-fetched. June is around the corner.
Bono, where can I watch AFCON online for free? If you are in South Africa, it's free on SABC Plus.
77th minute, you asking that question
Hey,
now.
he might have just joined.
Yeah.
I can just listen to us ramble on about the game,
And we are rambling. Eh?
speaking about Tumenya, speaking about women on top.
Yeah.
Like, where do you guys come up with these topics?
Yeah, we're on top
Fulufelo.
like Banyana, Kef on top.
Hey, bravo. Fulufelo, I think Morocco are getting too emotional and it'll help us. They are panicking and getting confused, especially the coach and his bench.
We have
They
an
usually
injury,
do.
guys. Who's this?
It's not Mvala. Oh, it's
Kekana.
It's
Oh,
good.
he's doing the Mvala thing. Usually it's Mvala who ends up
With the head injury.
With the head injury and bandages.
And then get the head wrap.
It's always a sign of a warrior on a football pitch to have the bandages come out.
No,
Is
definitely.
it a Sundowns thing, you think?
Well, they fight.
Again, making sure.
Yeah, look, it also, I mean,
thought
in
my
this
boys
point
are
in time,
working in
it
the
helps you
back,
to
eh?
regroup.
My boys are really
I was gonna say, was it not gonna be a good option? Nice
Too
one,
easy
nice
for
one,
Ronwen Williams.
Clean,
And there
clean,
again, the
clean.
professionality, knowing go down.
He
Let's
can-
slow the game down a little bit.
Clean.
Still those seconds.
We won't call it time wasting
He
at
can-
this
he
point.
can
It's
eat
just sort of
those
slowing
all
the pace
day.
of the game down.
We can see why Saibru was brought in, Saibru was brought in because he brings those crosses and he brings another element into Moroccan's attack.
I agree.
Jason is saying, Jorge, watch the ref at 12 minutes. I doubt this game should have more than 5 minutes of added time.
There's been a couple delays in the...
Not really, because there hasn't been a cooling break, number one.
Well, the cooling breaks, the watch stops. I don't think that adds to the added time. But the strapping up of Grant...
That was not as time
It
consuming.
didn't take that long.
Yeah, it was not consuming.
I think that opening up of
Here's a
Morocco that
run
we
again.
spoke about is starting to bear
Hakimi
fruit.
at work
yeah,
again.
they're very
And-
scattered. Yo,
And Makopa's...
That should be checked.
I don't believe it'll be checked. That's a very
Mahopa
soft
was
one.
looking
I don't
for
think.
it.
No, it's not Mahopa. It's
it's
Maseko.
Maseko.
Let's see.
No.
nah.
Nah,
Nothing
okay,
in
there
that.
was nothing in it.
Nothing.
There, past the keeper. That's what I meant.
But it was reaching though, I'm not gonna lie.
And the beauty about it is, passing Ronwen, you don't have to be nervous because
Look how open this team is, eh?
And that's Percy Tau gathering the ball really well
But
there.
I think Percy is also looking like he's a bit.
No,
A bit
I
what?
think
It's
Say
not
it.
been his day
Say
today
it with your
either.
chest. Please say it.
He's looking a bit flat. Nah, that shouldn't be a penalty. And
From
North
that close
Africans
range.
will do that. And I like, but
They
that's
do
dissent
intimidate
though.
That's
keepers.
dissent.
That's
Yes,
Bumping
dissent.
into the
yes.
referee like that.
That's dissent.
Give some cards, please, ref. Hand out. Give some sweets. Give those
they
yellow
tend to
sweets.
intimidate keepers.
That is dissent. Nah, it was on the shoulder. Can't be a red.
The hand-
can't be.
And
Can't be
keeper moved on, eh?
quickly.
It can be brought back for VAR. He is going to go and look at it, it seems.
Jeepers. The level of, it's like they like ants at a picnic.
Petty.
Look, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean.
Inside a picnic, friend.
First of all, the shot is taken from so close.
Nah, it was.
And there's
It's
no
very
time.
high
hand.
up on the arm.
And there's no time to adjust. And you can't be.
So he is going to VAR.
Why is the VAR-ing it? It's fine. Let's go.
If this is given as a penalty,
Can't be a penalty.
this is literally going to be a case of a competition that was so well conducted in terms of refereeing. And this is not me being emotional, actually, about that.
I'll
Can't be a
pause you there,
penalty.
Len. It is very far down the arm at this point. On review, it looked higher. It is practically the hand. Yeah,
it's a
it's on the
penalty.
it's on the forearm.
It's a penalty.
That's going to be given as a penalty.
No, is it? Didn't the arm follow after it hit the shoulder?
It looks like it hit the forearm. Yeah, straight onto the forearm. So the referee is going to see that, and that's likely to be a penalty.
But the distance that you spoke about, it's like the two players.
The distance is an issue, but in the latest rules for the game, the arm is extended away from the body and it hits the lower parts of the arm.
There
Yeah, I mean,
he's
the
going to
angle.
give it as
I
a
mean,
penalty.
yeah, the
Yeah, it's a
He's going
penalty.
to give it a penalty.
it was really about perspective, and that angle really does show.
But
VAR review penalty. So it is a penalty.
we've got Ronwen Williams. Don't worry.
I'm not worried either.
Don't worry, we've got Ronwen Williams. I'm actually not even going to check the comments now because... And Tabang, you must keep quiet. But that's double jeopardy as well. That was not done
The
on
double
purpose.
whammy.
Yeah, I mean, the yellow card is really extra.
That's unfair.
There was no
But
intent
that's
either.
standard.
So now we've got 3 defenders sitting on yellow.
Just
So it's Grant,
Mvala.
it's Mvala,
I think considering how
and
kind of solid our defense is, we can substitute one person and have a Kulu come in
Oh, it's
anyway.
a proper red card. A penalty. You can't even contest
Yeah.
that. It was going straight to the goals.
was it an angle that we got
It looked like
initially?
it was, yeah.
It's like
it
our
hit.
perspective
Yeah,
was.
it was.
It looked like it
yeah.
was a
Was the
shoulder.
original angle. So
Tsepi, why are you breathing so heavy?
the country's breathing heavy.
I said you must mania, guys. Oh, I see the Ivorians are also behind Morocco. Well, I suppose Morocco did them a favor. That's why they are here. Oh, in the quarters, right? Because they beat Zambia.
The character
Guys,
of
do
these
you think-
Moroccan players is not likable.
Do you think
They,
generally?
but that's generally how North Americans are.
yes,
North
I'm-
Africans.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
feel like
I mean, sorry,
the
North
world.
Africans. Why am I thinking America?
They feel like I
Entitled.
think they behave like the world of football owes them something.
and then begs the question: do you think that South Africa as a team
Marco can't
is
help
loved
it.
by other African? Do you think that South Africa as a team is loved by other African
No.
countries?
We're not. With that kid that always had a nice lunch.
That's cool, yeah. And everybody
cool.
wanted cheese and balloon.
Cheese and oros.
You know?
No, Capri Sun.
Yeah, but this is Ronwen.
Let's go, my boy.
Look,
He
the
looks
time is
nervous.
gonna be long, given that VAR check that happened,
Yeah,
and
and we were so close, eh?
no watching comments. Tabang is watching with us. But Hakimi is also probably shooting his pants as well.
Yes, he is.
Oh, sorry. I mean, he's doing-
Ronwen.
Yes!
If there's justice in this world,
Yes! Yes!
Let them cry.
If you don't hear shots in the background
wait.
then
Shots, can you please pour Moroccan tears in this cup?
Extra salty.
miss off the crossbar and over.
Please pour Moroccan tears in this cup for me.
He's not loving Ivory Coast. He wants to fly back to PSG.
But I think what's his name? Ronwen actually had his eye on that ball. I think
You think he had it covered?
Stuff.
He went
Look,
the right way?
He went the right way.
Well,
maybe
he
distance,
certainly-
But it was
maybe
low,
height,
though.
height,
Yes, he was
height
low.
would have killed
Yes.
him.
There's
Yeah.
only one thing that matters
was
here,
very
and that's
low.
not in the back of the net.
But he read it well.
Justice, because that is, even though it was a rightfully declared penalty,
And I mean, you
Let's
did
be
say that it was.
Let's be fair.
it would have been, it's a harsh penalty on the player. But it was the right call. And once again, the officiating has been excellent at this tournament.
We can't cry that the officiating is bad if it goes against us. We must be
Fair.
and pro football, like Abongile Tom was saying. Respect football first.
Football always wins.
Football must always win.
So our nerves.
I wonder how the country was feeling for the past 5 minutes.
So we were clearly meaning, and we do it well, friend.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
We all jumped when he missed that, Yamkela. We all.
No. Orgasm, trust me, I think the Sangoma was paid. I did ask earlier on. I think he was paid.
Sangoma was paid.
Yes.
The yellow card was
Molare to
lousy.
step
I
Molare
agree.
solidity in the midfield. I think we need that.
Sitole out. That's an odd one. I would have thought maybe Pesitao. There's nothing
Hey
wrong.
man. He's pacey, man. Aaron Benjamin saying you'll be surprised that Morocco will be given 15 minutes extra. And funny enough, the time wasted was them wasting the time.
In the
Dissent
face of the referee.
In the face of the referee. They do not deserve anything more than
I'm
5
sensing
minutes.
a bit of bias from the ref, yes?
I can't
No,
complain.
look,
we haven't
that-
seen the
that-
That's a
extra
little bit
time
of
as yet.
bias.
But that red,
No, but just overall, like,
But that
he,
yellow-
he tends to overlook certain things.
but that what do you call it? What do you call it? The penalty after review. In the words of Hugo Bruce, only only a crazy man does not change his mind. Or how does this phrase go again?
Yeah, a clever man always changes his mind. Something of that nature.
Something of that nature, yes. So I'm allowed to change my mind. That was a penalty after looking at it again.
Yeah, I mean, we
No,
saw, we had a
it's
different
understandable. Your emotions got
view.
the better of you as a South African, and it's allowed.
Oh,
Another good delivery from the corner,
It's a goal
claiming that
kick.
it's another corner. And they have got another corner kick.
hey, they're Morocco.
But you see frustrations in their faces. Hey,
If they wanted unicorns on the field, the referee will make sure that he finds unicorns for
Oh,
them.
that's not a corner. That's not. That should be the
It
corner.
might have come off the back of Grant.
I hate set pieces. Hey,
This could be a contentious question. But if a corner is given
Yeah.
and then a goal comes from that corner, should VAR be checking the validity of the corner kick?
no, I don't think so.
It would be too
Unfortunately,
disruptive to the game.
They start from the actual play of the
Yes,
corner kick.
Yeah.
of the corner kick. Hey, that head with the bandage is working.
it's
eh?
working overtime.
Don't give set pieces.
No, but I think now Bafana,
Great play. Come on the
Let's
counter
go.
attack. Let's go. Good delivery.
at some
Calm down.
point,
Lisa.
ooh, I see the vision. I see the vision, but there was not enough weight on that pass.
Legs
Perhaps-
are gone, eh?
Perhaps there was an opportunity for a shot at goal.
Kopano Tite saying 1 minute left, 1 South Africa, 0 to Morocco.
Morocco.
Yay! It's a family show.
Hugo Bruce is still smiling.
We've got Shots who's very passionate at the background. Don't be surprised. Don't
Yes.
be alarmed. He's all right.
How many minutes do you think they're going to add?
I think it'll be.
5.
I think it'll be 7 to 8 minutes. Big hoof upfield. Let everyone recover. Mvala has been
Mvala
an
has
absolute
been-
beast, and he's been my pick for man of the match from early on.
No, definitely.
And Mudau as well, eh?
Mudau has
Him
been
and- I
excellent.
think that between him and Mudau.
Haven't seen much defensive work from Tapelo Morena today, actually. Ooh, that deflection.
Boys are
I think
working
Morocco's
overtime.
frustrated.
They are. I mean, you can see frustration in their faces.
Oh, and another fantastic tackle.
Their decision making is going out the
10
window.
minutes of added time.
My goodness.
10 minutes is.
We knew. I told you, unicorns. This is Morocco.
Jeez. And
Hakimi
look,
goes down for anything.
And it looks like the ref is starting to give all this.
Silly free kicks to
Yeah, look,
Morocco.
it was.
But-
it-
into pressure. I told you
but
there's
Morocco
some
does
bias.
that, and you are right. But generally, that's how.
And they intimidate. That's the other thing about them.
But also, you need to look at that foul. He won it. It's what we call what you call. There's a name for it in football.
Follow through.
No man. When you win a foul, like he was protecting the ball,
Yes.
Yes.
and then he forced our defender to make an error.
How many subs can we wait? I saw that there's a question from a ball about how many subs. How many subs
And
can
gathered
be
by
made?
Ronwin Williams, and he goes back down
Subs that can be made is 5.
5.
We've already done 3, if I'm not mistaken. Because
Two.
no. Maseko
Oh, we
came
had
on,
a-
Lepasa, and
Monare.
Monar.
Okay, so we have
So it's
3.
been 3.
Okay.
So we still.
But
But we not gonna, and then they're gonna
Red
complain
card for
and say,
Morocco. And it is. It's a second yellow card for Amrabat.
it's gone.
Yes.
Fly to
Just when I
England.
was about to talk smack about
Fly
the,
back
the,
to
the
Manchester,
ref.
my friend.
Yeah. Just join Onana at the airport.
And hold hands.
Well, this is where we've been saying that Morocco are going to be vulnerable to the counter-attack, and there was nothing that Amrabat could do but commit the professional foul.
And he was gone.
Yeah.
Is that
he-
Mokoena upfield? It is. What
Yeah,
a
that's
warrior.
Mokoena, yeah.
Mokoena has also been exceptional in this game.
Yeah,
and
no, definitely.
for me, he's
Ooh,
been...
and he's a free kick specialist. Hey?
and he's a free kick specialist.
Ooh. And this must not go to. I almost said Jimmy Tau.
No,
Sorry.
it won't go to
Percy
extra.
Tau. Wrong player, wrong era. My apologies.
It's Mokwena's
So Mokoena
territory.
standing over
Yeah.
the free kick.
No,
Shots
it's his
at
territory, definitely.
shots at goal surely at this point.
I like the wet look of the jersey of Morocco.
VAR having a look
But
at
like-
the red card decision.
But like, how does that work though?
If he uses
What
his
does it
hand-
look like Morocco has their own VAR?
Does Morocco have nudes of the referee?
Come
What's
on,
happening?
referee. That is, he's blatantly attacking the
Yes.
player.
He went for
He's-
the.
He went for the player,
And the
not
ball
for the
was
ball.
not even next
the
to
ball
them.
wasn't next to them. He could have gone towards the ball. He's made a movement towards the player. Why is VAR asking the referee to look at this?
In fact, Mokoena was more in control of the ball than Amrabat.
Let's
Yes,
see the
absolutely.
response.
Absolutely.
No red card.
Rescinding the yellow card and rescinding the red card.
Straight red.
Danko.
Straight red.
It's a straight
Yes.
red.
Straight red.
Easy.
So, okay.
So why did he even bother coming back?
so-
VAR was looking at the straight red,
Red
because of the
versus-
opportunity at goal, which is important if
they
Morocco
go
were
through.
to go through.
Oh.
So this is why, and the manager's complaining that you're wasting time. He's already been sent off. But these are the rules of the game. VAR is brought in for straight red cards, and that, clearly the referee has believed that it's a straight red card. He's rescinded the yellow and given a straight red. And that's good officiating.
Faces of worry. Faces of worry. I'm gonna drink those tears. Ooh.
So
In Casablanca.
I see a goal here.
once again,
Shots don't respond to goals.
once again, we defended VAR when the decision went against us, super sub. And now the decision has gone our way. VAR has come out and given a straight red card, and we have to once again compliment the tournament and the organization of it. And I'm sure the English game could learn a lot from this tournament.
Way lot.
Not even a thing or two. They can learn a lot. But
Should write a book on this.
minus the little.
Mokoena with the direct free kick.
I see
And
a
it's a goal. What a
What's
stunning goal from Mokoena. And that is Bafana through to the quarterfinals. And well done, Bafana. And we beam
I
with
told
pride
you it
for
was gonna be
you.
a goal.
We beam with pride. And Mokoena deserves that goal. And you might well celebrate. And Moroccan fans looking to leave the stadium
They
early.
might as well leave now. Shots! I want more Moroccan tears inside the cup.
What an absolute worthy
the
of a free
rocks.
kick. And
That was a stunner.
Bafana.
And what did I say? Mokoena, definitely, that's his position. He was always going to slot it in.
I knew it. I saw
It's
it
his
coming.
territory.
And one
And he
of the
was very
things,
composed. That's the other thing. Oh,
what I want to say right now is we said before
He
this game,
created and he scored.
he created and he scored, and Mokoena deserves all the plaudits in the world. I rate him so highly, and that is a stunning free kick. It kisses the post on the way in, and he's running away before the ball even hits the back of the net. He's already wheeling away. He knows
yes,
that's
that
in.
was a beautifully taken
Stunning
kick,
free
man.
kick.
Straight out of Loftus Versfeld.
Absolutely beautiful free kick by Mokoena. And
Jeez, imagine. So if I had put 1,000 rand on Bafana, I would
be
have been
rich,
getting
rich.
him
I put 35.
8,000 there from
7,000.
so I had 35 rand,
But
but I
imagine how
didn't
many
go at the
people have
full odds.
also bet on Bafana, you guys.
So
You know what? Bafana, I get to go home early.
And the clean,
Aye.
not clean, 2-0.
spectacular
No, they were beaten.
performance.
Morocco was
Ah,
proper
clean.
beaten today. Look, they had their tactics a little okay in the first half.
There.
The way they defended. But like we said, the minute Bafana scored that goal, then
was
they
it?
started opening up. And then that's when, it became free for all. But there's a game of football. There's still
Just
3 minutes
vibes
to go.
are give us France.
Give us France, give us
We
Argentina.
want Argentina.
Bring them
We want
here.
Argentina.
Even Nigeria, you can bring them.
Bring.
Tito saying I can join the live chat now. Give us Portugal.
Zonke,
clean.
bring us the World 11.
Clean.
Clean.
Okay, ambition. Clean.
Well done to Hugo Bruce as well.
Look, man is seasoned. He knows how to win
This
these
tournament.
Type of,
Yeah,
this
no.
tournament, these type of games.
Yeah, no,
He
man's
did
clean,
say that.
clean.
Look, if we beat Morocco or get into the 60s,
They were undermining us. Clean.
that's nice pressure there from Ronan Williams.
I was actually
Can't we go? Can't like when you beat number one? Ne? Can't that take you to number one?
that definitely does something, you know.
No, I know. I mean, we're gonna probably move from 12th to about
We're gonna get into the top 10.
into the top 10, maybe even number 8. Because if we are being fair, if you're gonna do well, I know there's rankings and points,
And it's
whatever.
points. It's points driven. It's not like
And
when
it's
you win
major
this-
tournament points.
Yes.
It's not friendly matches and the sorts, which do add to FIFA points, but they not major contributors like a major tournament. And this is just delightful to
Oh, the
see.
defeat.
Something musical is saying Ramaphosa must give us a public holiday. This is AFCON. Public holidays only come when it's a World Cup.
No, it must count.
I
We
mean, it's
get
a
a public
qualifier, man.
holiday if we go all the way to the final and we win it. And
Solid. We were, yes, there were some errors here and there, but we were solid at the back in the second half.
Yes, we were.
I think the other element to talk about, and something I said before the game, is if Bafana put their real hearts and souls into this game and they leave everything on the pitch, they stand the chance of winning. And
say
they've
this
done
is
that.
Would you say this is their best performance at this AFCON out of all the games they've played?
Yep, I agree. I think it is.
Look,
I mean,
I
we-
don't think
the
so. But
Namibia
it's more
performance-
satisfying to win a game in knockout stagings.
I think Mina, also considering our opponent, I think it's our best match.
I agree. And also considering the heart and spirit in this game that we haven't seen from Bafana in the previous games in this
with all our 3 fans there.
And-
meanwhile, our opponents have
There's Mama
20,000
Joy.
people.
Hello, Mama Joy.
There's actually 5, friend.
Huh? Okay, well,
Only
5.
your friend.
And Motsepe
Obviously
6.
our president. I mean,
And
he
happy
paid enough
belated
money
to
for
the
us to
president,
get here.
by the way. He's an Aquarius like me.
Thank you, Preza. We don't know how much you paid there in Morocco, but thank you, Prez.
Yeah, but then you saw when they were given that
Your
penalty, people were
statements.
saying
What?
brown envelope.
No, man, I don't think we got you by Brown envelopes.
No, we won't. We don't have that capacity even.
Well,
even
our
if we
president
tried.
does.
Kill them.
Our
Oh,
president has.
That just finish.
Le pasa!
Offside.
Oh, I suppose.
That's
He
why.
was too late to release the pass. You waited for him to get into an offside position and then release the ball, which was a little bit too late.
Vuyi with an unpopular opinion. AFCON is way more difficult than the Rugby World Cup.
Well, more
I even
nations
heard shots
taking
from,
part.
from across the way there.
I want to agree, but I also want to disagree.
Yes, to be fair, they're two different kettles of fish. But I think football is a more competitive sport in general than rugby because
That's why it's the number one sport in the world.
It piques the interest of more countries in the world.
Look,
And there are more teams also taking part in the competition. So
Yes, and
there's also that
football is a
aspect.
very competitive sport. But comparing a continental showpiece to a World Cup is also a difficult ask. So.
So then
6 of one and half a dozen of the other.
Look.
Then we can compare maybe an AFCON to a continental or
Asian Cup.
no. We're talking
I'm
rugby.
checking.
No, with
No,
rugby,
we're talking
you would maybe
rugby. Like we can.
what?
There are what's
URC
just
or-
below.
There's the
World
one
Cup?
where South Africa competes with Australia and
The Tri-Nations.
Tri-Nations.
Or
There
the
we
Rugby
go.
Championship.
You might
Yeah,
think
something
compare
like
it to that. Yeah.
But there's only 4 countries that play that thing.
To
That's
be
what I'm
fair,
saying. The number of countries that take part also is a contributing
right
factor.
now I'll agree with you anyway. I'm just going to agree with you.
What are you agreeing exactly?
I'm just going to
That,
agree with that. This is a more difficult competition than the Rugby World Cup. Hey, Ron Williams.
Williams.
Easy as
The
can
thing
be.
is, I think
The game is done, guys.
I think Morocco, outside of their darlings
Same
in
minutes.
Hakimi and Ziyech and Amrabat, who he showed signs of solidity.
Go. Let's go.
Ooh. But it should be.
But you see that Morocco's demoralized, eh?
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah, they thought they're number 1. They're playing world number 12.
I'm Jason. Sundowns just beat Morocco.
No, Pirates and Sundowns.
Pirates and Sundowns just beat Morocco.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens when we are stronger.
Together.
You see? So Sundowns linking up with Orlando Pirates, we can conquer the world.
It's chai, guys. Yeah, it's chai. Chai.
Cape Verde is nothing easy. They have been on fire.
Chai.
Colin,
Chai. Well
you're
done.
absolutely right. I don't think Hugo Bruce will take Cape Verde lightly.
No, I don't think so.
He's a very seasoned practitioner, as Len pointed out.
Exactly.
He's a very pragmatic manager. It's a word that's
And
word
he's
of the
won
day,
AFCON
pragmatic.
In the past, guys.
I was listening to Andre Arendse speaking to our friend earlier, talking about what kind of a man he is, and it turned out that he's a very
Softy.
soft man. He comes across as tough when he deals with media,
And that
because
is
he protects his
We
players.
are in the semi-final.
But
I mean, sorry,
he's a very-
quarterfinals.
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 I'd like to say Danko and Danko.
Wait,
and
question.
Danko.
That game is on Saturday, right? Yes.
Yes.
I'm not asking.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just making sure.
What must happen?
No, I was just making sure that the game is on Saturday.
What must happen?
Yazi basebenzile abafana.
Ballers, are you
Inhliziyo yami
calling-
icishe
Yeah.
yama.
I think Glenn Moleko is asking you to call for another watch along.
And you do know it's a 10 o'clock kickoff as well, right?
Me, I will go weeks without sleeping for this Bafana side.
Even me.
The spirit they showed in that field, the way they fought for our country. I just love the warrior spirit of this Bafana side. And you know what? Tactically, technically, if you look at all of the markers of a football match that you can measure, Bafana and Morocco were very well balanced in this game. But Bafana wanted it. They played their hearts out. You look at Mvala, you look at Mudau, you look at Mokwena, you look at the
very
effort
disciplined,
and the
friend.
force they put into this game
Very disciplined.
and the tactical nuance of the game. I think Bafana can only be applauded.
They literally,
Over and over again.
In fact, we actually need to do that. Like that was
Bafana.
That was proper. That was showing up. Like the guys literally went to work today. Big ups to Mvala.
Yeah.
Big ups to Mudau.
Yeah.
Big ups to Grand Kekana.
Kekana.
Big ups to Mokwena.
Yes.
Even those that showed themselves in little
Mahoba.
pockets. Evidence for your goal.
Yes.
Wow.
So, Fulufelo, I've picked out a few of your comments today. None of the Morocco players were born in Morocco, all coming from other countries. We've beaten France. Bring Cape Verde, aka Portugal Light.
Who are you supporting on Saturday?
Oh,
It's Portugal Light versus Bafana.
no, man. Please.
Okay.
Respect Marco, please.
Please.
We are undermined.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just checking.
No, man, respect Marco. Man.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
Marco.
Thank you. And you know what? Thank you to you, the ballers. Thank you so much for joining us once again on Onside ZA, brought to you by Betway, where you get way more. If you did place a bet on Bafana today,
Hey, you are rich.
you're not only, like I did, you're not only better off on your Betway account, you also still stand the chance of winning one of those 25,000 Rand payoffs. So remember to bet once again on Saturday when South Africa take on Cape Verde for the chance to progress to the semi-finals of the CAF Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire 23. Total
Something
Energies.
very nice. So we were doing our social media posts, and I posted that join us as we witness South Africa beat Africa's number one team, and this is exactly what happened. So congratulations to the boys.
Congratulations to Bafana.
This is exactly what was posted.
Last few comments here. Odegasm, we need a discount code for Stripe Horse and Chillers Punch. Strictly for ballers.
Okay.
Danko, Top Zinja. Good night to Tsepi only. Sir Fox, come now. Please.
Good night,
Who's
darling.
that now?
Sir Fox, respect us.
There's no
Under my
tape
knee.
without us.
Under my knee.
Tell him that there's no tape without us.
Tabojo saying, get way more with podcast than chill. Yeah, bo. All predictions were correct. You'll choose to ignore them. All your predictions. Sorry.
Jojo, Vusimus.
Vusmus.
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
I mean, half the time we're not even looking at the comments because we are also interacting. So we do apologize if we do not, read your comments. It's not intentional, guys. We're not out here.
And last comment for the day. Congratulations to Mama Lodi Sundowns and good night, Tsepi from Gift Real G.
Good night, darling.
And good night to you, the ballers. Once again, thank you for joining us. Good night. And thank you, Len Moleko.
Oh, here's something interesting.
Please.
There are no North African countries left in the tournament.
But I did say,
When did you say it?
earlier on when we started. And
But
you
I
said-
get it now. They are all gone.
You said Morocco. I said they will be all gone.
Okay, now they are gone. We are confirming.
I confirmed that before it happened.
Nostradamus 1 and 2 now for
And now there's
2024.
two, not SADC, but like
I love you guys.
below the equator countries.
Angola is SADC.
Angola.
Do they form part of SADC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, there's two SADC countries.
Yes.
And
Very
there's
impressive.
How many North Africans? West Africans?
Valani show. Shout out to Valani show.
I agree. Let's wrap it up. Thank you so much, Len Moleko. Thank you so much, Tsepi Darling.
Thanks, Tole.
And thank you so much to Super Sub. We will be
Danko.
back with you again here on Onside ZA. Stay onside with us and Betway,
On
where you
Saturday
get
for the
way
Watchalong.
more.
No.
We will
I'm
let
asking.
you know. We will let you
Oh, actually, what the
know.
ballers can do is follow us on all the social platforms. It's
and
Onside
then let's
ZA.
see, yeah.
And
Get
let us know.
Get us to 500 followers on Instagram by Friday, and then we'll see.
And on X
Okay.
as well.
Everywhere, actually. on our
Everywhere.
And then we'll
socials.
also have some
Let's get
stuff to give away.
500.
And
Yeah.
from me to you, thank you so much for joining us. It has been me and the Onside crew staying onside with you. Danko.
Means thank you.
Thank you.
On the
Allah, Allah,
That's
Bafana,
number one
Bafana.
in our hearts. The AFCON has really heated up, and a place in the quarterfinals beckons. It's Atlas Lions against boys, but if there's something that South Africans know how to handle, it's Lions.
Yuri's Percy Tau, threatening ball into the area, the keeper spills it into the net. What a start that is!
Bafana, Bafana, a nation is behind you. Morocco, you can brag about your World Cup semi-final. You're going to have to be happy with a round of 16 this time. Onside ZA, brought to you by Betway. Get way more.